Hello, chat.
What? What is this hello?
Is it working?
What? Hi. Yeah, I know. Everyone loves Windows updates. Thank you. We appreciate you, all Windows.
Yeah.
There we go. This one.
Oh no. I might be in trouble.
What happened?
My wife has
What's wrong?
spotted that I'm power washing without her. She is in chat.
She's welcome to join.
Yeah,
She
can
is
join.
at work
Hey, you want to
still.
talk about charities?
She's at work still. Don't make her even more jealous. And I think shared chat's on. Cool. We got that
I just
working.
turned it on.
Sweet. Thank you.
Yeah,
Out of the chat room.
How's it going, everybody? We are power washing and talking about charities today.
Hell yeah. I have never power washed before.
that I am shocked about still. Like Power Wash Simulator, for those who don't know, is like one of the most cathartic games that you can play, other than like unpacking or a few other things.
I have not been feeling more. I have been feeling more stressed since I booted it up.
Oh.
Anyway.
Okay, I've returned.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
But no, like Power Wash Simulator, for me at least, is like has been one of the most cathartic games because it's like I just gonna turn my mind off.
Someone already drew a penis on the side of the fucking.
We're being brand safe today.
Someone
We're being
beat me
brand
to
safe today.
Right.
Two of us have both Johns and Ruby here are actually part of Twitch's Pride
I forgot to take
stream together shelf.
I forgot to take the mature filter off my stream.
You can update that and I can update that for you from the dashboard.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh wait, Toko. So if we're still playing, you'll jump in when you get home.
Oh, no, never mind. All my content classifications were turned off.
Okay.
Oh, this isn't Brandon content though. Whoops.
So, for anyone who does not know, Twitch just today dropped a new feature, which is actually a Pride shelf. Oh, you know who Toko is, wifey. So there's a Pride shelf on the front page showing off LGBT and etc. creators that has that, and you can even click into the category, and there's a whole bunch of streamers in there. Both Ruby here, and John.
Oh, actually, if you'd like to know,
yeah, we should introduce ourselves.
Ruby is on the Together with Pride.
Hi.
Let's go.
Hi everyone.
Right,
Welcome in.
right now as we speak.
Right now, it's me, live right here. If anyone wants to grab a screenshot.
Alrighty.
On the front
yes, I will
page?
take a full
Yes,
health
please.
check. Thank you, Amber. And of course, you get a hug, Banner.
Bam! Right there. But yes, Ruby and I will both part of Together with Pride.
Absolutely.
Because hi, I don't talk about it. But you may not know, I am pansexual.
And
Same here.
I'm trans and pan and non-binary as fuck.
I'm gender of a something.
I should have been around for Mental Health Month. That's where I'm gonna land on that.
Hey, I still got 2 more days. I've actually got a song cover for this month to do, and it's not over yet. I got some time.
I'm just really ill.
What's my favorite pan?
Cast iron.
I was about to say cast iron. Does a wok count?
No.
Cakes is my
Wait,
favorite.
let me find out.
Is a wok a type of pan? Because that's my answer if it is.
And
My favorite,
that is mine.
my favorite type of pan is an egg fryer.
It is a pan.
Yes, okay, then I'm going with wok.
A wok.
Okay, so
Don't play in
so
it.
everyone
I'm doing great.
in chat. So I am Jaco Desu, haunted doll of a former office lady. We've got Charity Goblin Ruby.
Hi.
You're as bad as me, Ruby, when it comes to intros.
What?
Oh, that is Charity Goblin Ruby, the Charity Goblin here on Twitch, who donates all of her proceeds to charity.
Oh, you
Who
want
is
me to
already
do my
distracted.
entire shtick? Okay.
Who is already distracted by cleaning the Lehman Russ tank.
This is not a Lehman Russ.
Or see, she's already so distracted. She's got the correct model down, chat.
This is a Land Raider. And it looks like a
Exactly. And
Hi,
thank you
everyone.
for the follow, Mari.
Hi, I'm Charity Goblin Ruby, the Charity Goblin here on Twitch, and I stream completely for charity. And today we are here talking about how to choose a good charity to donate to.
What about Jamie?
That was just my intro. You get
Sure,
your
Ned.
Oh, okay.
God damn it.
Don't worry.
This
Welcome
is
to
gonna be
everybody.
hilarious.
Okay, well, Dammy, your turn.
Hello, I'm
Jamie,
Jamie. I'm your dynamically augmented media independence hardest working AI and game designer on Twitch. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you get. And I'm a member of the Stack Up stream team.
Awesome.
Hi, everyone. It's me. I'm John Tawar. I'm the only flesh tuber here today. Yeah, I know. Don't worry, I'm trying to become a VTuber. And just-
VTubers.
Yeah,
At least we
VTubers
got
is expensive
one
now.
good streamer
Thank you.
here.
For those who don't know who I am, I'm prior military. I'm also a variety content creator and the head stream lead of a charity organization called Stack Up, which is a military charity. I'm volunteer staff, and which is one of the reasons why we're talking today here is because we're talking about charity. Choosing charities. By the way, hi, I'm slightly dyslexic, and I will also mix up my words.
Yeah, that's perfectly okay. I am too.
And it looks like a trash can.
Oh, and I'm 100% look like a hobo. You will notice easily.
100% looks like a hobo.
If you ever meet me in person, you will think, I should probably give that guy $1. And it will go to charity, actually.
Donate to the hobo for charity. God, I feel like you could play into that as a VTuber.
Well, funny enough, Ruby,
Yeah,
my hair growing out was a charity incentive.
What?
that's amazing.
My cat ears was also a charity incentive back in 2018. And I kind of just like grew with them. Like I just enjoyed having them. So I was like, you know what? They make a great headset accessory. And also probably turns out I'm a closet furry.
Nice.
So.
What's
It's like,
in the closet if the ears are
Do
on?
hang around with Chris a lot.
My wife says she's not a closet furry, she's a furry closet. Her persona is a closet.
Nice.
Genius.
Proud of it.
and yeah,
I love
Keo,
my wife
you've known
so
me for 8 years. Crazy. But yes, welcome everybody to today, where we are talking about charities and choosing the right charity for yourself, or when doing a charity stream for a charity. And also just what to look out for. Just make sure that you are safe, and knowing where your money is going to a good cause. Because you may not know, not all charities are good charities, despite charities being there to help protect those, or to help those who are less fortunate. The sad truth is not all charities are good.
Not all charities are created equal either.
Nope, not all charities are created equal. And I will preface this because I'm someone from a military police background, so I always have to preface a lot about everything. Hey, Liz. What I'm talking about, I'm not a subject matter expert. If you want to fact check me on anything, please do. I'm always here to learn. And what I'm talking about is from experience. From being in content creation for 8 years, and then also working with a charity as a volunteer staff for like over 6. That is where I am coming from.
And I have no idea why I'm here other than me and a friend of mine got hosed on a charity.
I have. I feel like this was your idea, honestly.
Who, me?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this stream
It
was
was!
your idea. That's why you're here.
The brains. The brains.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
the brain.
And then John
I'm
was like,
also-
this is brilliant!
Yeah, I was also shocked, Ruby, that you never talked about something like this, knowing that charity is like one of the biggest things about your content.
I don't usually talk about. I don't talk about picking my charities because usually my charities are already chosen, either through help with research from friends like Jade or and also, or it's just big, well-known ones like the Trevor Project, or so. Sometimes big ones are actually the safest bet.
Yeah,
We also have
Well, we're gonna get
long-term.
into that.
Oh boy. We also have longer term relationships with the charities we work with, so there's less like, hey, I'm gonna do an event next month, I gotta go find a charity. It's like, no, we've been working with what FAC,
For like
almost
a year
now. Yeah, just about a year. Our first Pride charity event was last year, where we raised a bunch of money, and we just round the clock have them on, so we don't have to do some of the juggling that some others would have to run into.
Yep.
Oh god, what does this barrel look like? It was dirty, but it's not.
Which barrel?
The barrel of the las gun.
No idea.
Thank you for all the backseating, by the way, wifey.
Hey, Jack.
I can't say what I was gonna say. I have to be a good game.
Yeah, we might.
We might be on the front page. Yes.
Yep.
Oh no, Ruby is. Ruby is on the front page.
Oh,
I am proud of that.
I'm gonna ruin
Please
this woman's
screenshot that
entire
for me.
career.
Hell yeah. Being on the front page is awesome, but it doesn't change what I do. I stream for charity, and typically we raise a good amount of money every time.
So, before we go, like,
Yeah.
deep into the conversations of, like, talking about charities and stuff like that, I kind of want to know, like, what are some very memorable things that you have done? Like, what are some very memorable, like, milestones that come to mind for doing charity work?
Well,
for that, Ruby, you might need to balance audio. Yeah. Wifey, is my audio good?
oh yeah, hold. Yeah, that's way too.
Kind of tricky when your wife is in chat, because it's kind of like, okay, what am I going to do? Am I going to ban her? Yeah, I don't think so.
There we go.
I want
Do
her
it,
to make
you
the
won't.
mac and
Got
cheese
it.
tonight.
You won't. No balls.
You won't.
No, she gets the back seat. Much better, Amber? Perfect. Okay.
Yeah,
Water audio's loud on my end? Okay, I'll turn that down.
I've been having audio trouble because one of my wires broke, and ever since then I haven't been able to balance it correctly. Plus, all my settings got reset, so fun.
Yeah. Oh, it got to the point in my streaming, like, because I just now use just a Go XLR because someone in my community was kind enough to give me like $1,000 audio setup. It's
Whoa.
just anything I hear now in stream is what people hear, because it got so bad with audio balancing. That's like now just whatever I hear, they hear, and they hear it at that balance. And which is, it saved me so much of a headache now.
Actually,
I
we might
gotcha.
want to do some audio testing, tuning, cleanup this weekend, Ruby.
Yeah, we'll do that after today's stream. We're going to be
Oh.
working all weekend.
Oh,
You got a big event coming up?
Maybe.
yup, you could say that.
We've been calling it the
Me too.
redacted event because we can't really talk about it.
Ah.
Big enough it has a code name. That should tell you something.
Yeah.
Also, crud. Wifey already said she's not cooking for me anyway, so I guess I can ban you for backseating.
Womp womp.
You can backseat in my chat. As long as it comes from my chat, it's allowed.
Ah! No, please give me the viewers. Don't go. Don't go. Okay. So, John, so what were you saying? What was your question again? Repeat it real quick.
What have been some memorable moments about Charity? Like, what are some of the highlight milestones that you all have done?
Well, I will say a lot of mine come from before I started streaming on my own, because I actually used to do charity streams for a different company. And I would say being able to actually know that being able to know you're helping people with everything that you do is definitely a big driving force of mine.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's what made me realize it, was when I was doing these streams, I actually felt good about doing the streams. So I'm like, why don't I just do this all the time? Because there aren't many streamers that do that. Non-for-profit streaming.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why you'll always see the donation bar above my head in my channel, because I mostly raise for Stack Up.
Yeah.
Because I can talk about that if you want. If not, it's fine. So one of the reasons why I always and will always stick with Stack Up, because one, as a military member, it is extremely hard to find a charity that is not trying to take advantage of your money.
Mm-hmm.
Because what is the guaranteed thing of military? Paycheck. We get guaranteed disability. Uncle Sam will forever pay us. I'm 100% disabled for post-traumatic stress. I will receive that paycheck for the rest of my life. And the downside of military charities, there are a lot of scummy ones, because they know that veterans get free money all the time, every month. So, I first learned about Stack Up in Discord through someone's random promotion message where it said, hey, I'm raising money for this charity. And the two keywords that caught me were veterans and video games. Those are like who I am. I've been gaming since not 2018, since the early 90s, we'll say. Probably late 80s. I've been gaming since the Atari 2600. If that says my age. Pong was definitely not my first game, I swear.
Moon Patrol.
It's rare. It's rare in the VTubing scene where I don't have the most retro consoles. It's a nice change.
Mm-hmm.
You are aware that I was a retro game collector, right, Jade?
True. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It was already retro games when you were grabbing them. Well, what I grew up with was already retro, you know?
I mean,
what I grew up with
I grew up with a Super Nintendo. I don't know what you mean.
Wait, you did? Hey, yo.
Yeah, my first game was Yoshi's Island. So
that was retro at the time, right?
Yeah.
No.
No, Yoshi's Island
in
was
'96, yes, it was.
Yeah, by the time Ruby was playing it. Like, when I had it, I think it was of the time.
But that's because my mom didn't know other games existed.
Oh. Everyone say hi to my wife, Bewitching Pixie. Apparently you called me. I'm sorry. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
Feed and water the dogs.
So let's continue this vein of your most memorable moments in charity.
Being able to interview Ego Raptor on my charity stream. and hanging out with one of the devs from for Monster Prom while playing Monster Prom
Oh,
with
yeah.
them.
When I snuck in the trunk. I snuck in the trunk and stayed on stream, remember?
Yep.
To help read out chat.
Wait, what?
So we were playing Monster Road Trip
Yep.
of the Monster Con series. Monster
Yeah,
Con series?
the newest one.
Yeah, and
no,
the plan
second
was...
newest one.
Yeah.
Is there another
There's a
one?
newer
Yeah,
one, yes.
Monster Con had just came out the other day.
Hey, Umbra. Wait, there's another
There's
new
a
one?
new one.
Oh my god, I need to catch up on them again now.
Hey, if you have to play.
Came up a bit ago.
I played the first one. I was like, all right, I need to play the second one. Then the third one came out. I was like, now there's a fourth one.
Yes.
And for anybody who doesn't know, I am Ruby's manager, so I am running the event behind the scenes no matter what. I am there.
Yep. She
So
takes
instead
care of
of-
all the technical stuff and wrangling her guests.
So instead of hopping off stream, I ended up staying on to help read out chat, call out donations, and as we put it, I snuck in the trunk for the road trip. Along with her and the other guests. I ended up drawing a picture of you as toast as a reward during that.
Yeah,
Like, I think, yeah!
that was hilarious.
That was great.
We get some really good incentives, which is something we actually need to come up for another event we have later in the month.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God, yeah, we did.
Been busy.
We got a lot of work.
I still have not made my incentives or milestones for this year.
Uh-oh. We have a, we can talk about the Stream for a Cause Pride event that is already actually starting. They have a whole month of events. But at the end of the month, we will be doing a charity stream for them on, I believe, the 22nd, which will do a large stream to kick off their VTubers Showcase Week. So that is coming up. We have something next week that is redacted. We have SFAC at the end of the month, and yeah, and a few collabs here and there, and today. But yeah, that was probably one of my favorite moments, as well as honestly, I think it's got to be Sam Haft telling me the best advice for making music. When we asked and we got to interview him on stream, was don't be afraid to make shitty art. There are 1,000,001 never heard, perfect, unreleased songs. None of them are as good as a not perfect song that's been released.
I mean, that's just good advice for anyone who's trying to do something. You do it enough times, you'll eventually get good at it.
Oh, yeah. It's the old saying of practice makes perfect. I mean, it's the same thing when it comes to public speaking. Funny enough, how I prefaced this before with post-traumatic stress, I have a hard time getting out in public. So, going to conventions and whatnot, going over and over and over, thanks to Stack of always sending me to TwitchCon, just to help work the booth and all that, I've gotten better at being around 70,000 plus people all the time.
Wait, were you at TwitchCon last year?
Yep.
Yep.
We were
So was I.
right next to the booth. They were right next to
It
the
is possible
court.
that I saw you because I went to the charity booth.
You might have. I might
That's
have been there.
funny.
I'll be there. I'll be there this year. I'll tell you that. You're there,
I
Ruby.
will
We
be
can fucking
be
hang
there
out.
too.
We need to fucking hang out.
I want to go.
If I can get a backer this year, I'll be there too.
Nice.
You probably see me at the booth too, hanging about. Oh.
But sorry, I was getting distracted.
Of course.
We're talking about
God.
your most memorable moment.
Oh yeah. So funny enough, one of the most memorable moments I've had is doing charity events at TwitchCon at the Donor Drive booth. And then not telling me that they integrated Dixper. And this was, I think, 2 years ago. They integrated Dixper without notifying us. And then I got Yoshi jump scared. There's a clip of it, I think, somewhere on my channel or somewhere in the Stack Up channel. It scared the ever-living hell out of me. And just... And I will say the other one is the fact that despite doing this for 8 years, this year, it was this year or last year, we hit our $20,000 or $25,000 milestone mark.
Oh,
Nice.
damn.
And for someone like me, like, that's huge. I do not come from a wealthy background or really anything like that. And especially with my community, because, we're fairly small. And for us to hit something like that, especially because, again, when it comes to charity streaming, even Ruby can probably attest to this, not a lot of content creators do this.
Nope.
Like, a percent of a percent when it comes to this. Like, it's probably, like, less than 10% of all content creators will ever do a charity stream. And probably anyone from IRT who's hanging out here would probably be able to give me a better number.
Stinky Liz is.
Yeah, it's a small amount of people who actually do charity streams, and that's why I like doing them, because it's like, it's a unique way to raise money, and people get some really cool shit out of it.
Yeah, it's very small. But yeah, for my size of community and for us to hit that kind of a milestone is huge in my heart, because it shows their generosity, and their love for wanting to help out. What do you need? Sorry, I was answering Goob. Well, tell Goob that I love him.
I love him, and I can't wait to get married to him.
I assume that's an inside joke.
Oh, Liz is getting married.
Yeah, Liz is getting
Ooh.
married later this month to Goob.
Oh,
Yep.
cool.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Oh, I'm just
Liz
washing a
Liz
lasgun
is
that's already
getting
been
married.
washed.
Speaking of wives, mine says if there still is room, she is down to join us.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you're absolutely. You can absolutely.
About 20
I'm-
minutes.
Not opposed to this.
Cool.
Yeah, partners are sick, especially to have on.
Don't worry, Liz. You'll eventually join. How long I've been married? I've been married for almost 20 years. I am what's known as
Yeah.
I just
old.
had my 3-year anniversary yesterday.
Mazel tov.
We're at
Congratulations.
10? Yeah,
I,
congrats.
I still don't know how my wife puts up with me.
Yeah,
Shame.
same.
Charity-wise, my crowning achievement thus far was, one, interviewing Steve, the CEO of Stack Up, on my talk show on the Stack Up channel. And the other was I got to talk to a rather interesting rehab program based out of Thailand called Miracles Asia, which helps with rehabilitation of vets from drugs, alcohol, gambling, you name it.
Yeah.
And
That's awesome.
they're, and to learn that some of the people that went through the program, there was another guy who'd gone through the program, are bringing this information that they learned back to the States
Oh.
to again help with these conditions. Because if there's one thing that I've learned working with vets, alcohol is a very real problem.
Yeah.
I can imagine both that and with my limited experience, both alcohol and gambling. just in a training barracks, because I only trained for about 6 months. Went into AIT, got through basic, was at Fort Sill for a little bit, and anyone who went
I'm
to the
sorry
base
you had to
would
go to
do-
Oklahoma.
I'm so glad
so
that
sorry.
everyone tells
So
me
sorry
that,
you
and
had
it
to go
makes
to
me
Oklahoma.
feel so valid. It was hell. It wasn't even basic that did me in. It was AIT. That's what I get for joining Air Defense Artillery and joining a dropout job when I could have easily went like anything with my ASVAB corps. Oops, but that's another story.
Don't worry, I feel you on that for joining military police when I should have went intel or finance.
Oh God! I
So,
could have
no.
been finance. I could have been.
Yeah, you
doing
could have been finance.
spreadsheets, man.
I could have been in public relations.
Ugh.
Hey, it's 50 but before we get further, Liz, the question I had was, would you happen to know the percentage of content creators that actually do charity streams?
Hell, that's like ever.
It's like
Alcohol
probably,
is what people in hell have nightmares about. Oh, you know it.
It's like Fort Sill, Fort Polk are the two bad ones.
Fort Sill, yeah. I remember because I didn't fly out when I finally got discharged. Uncharacterized. So uncharacterized or honorable? I think it was uncharacterized because I wasn't in long
So
enough.
just general.
Yeah,
It's
just
in general discharge. Okay.
My parents actually were close enough that it was easier to drive and pick me up than fly. I remember the sky getting noticeably lighter, sunshinier, and happier the further we got away from base and the state. I very viscerally remember the sky brightening, the world becoming lighter and happier. Oh, that was a rough few months. That was when I found out that my asthma is anxiety triggered and not a misdiagnosed cat allergy. That was. But what I noticed was a lot of the others would, if they got time to go on base in AIT for air defense, you could earn that. That's all there was to do. It wasn't even just that everyone was like, yeah, let's go do that because that's our favorite option. It's like, what else is there to do? In Fort Sill, it's like there's the local bar, there's the local Walmart, there's the bar, the strip club, the other bar, the bar strip club, the strip club bar, the strip club bar Walmart,
And the pawn shop.
and the pawn shop. And that's it.
Don't worry, I was in Fort Riley. It's the same thing.
It was rough too because we actually had 3 soldiers were caught dealing spikes, which is one of those synthetic drugs, and that was just before I got to the battery.
Spice's military police.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That was just before I got out of basic too. So I'm coming into a battery where everything's locked down because of
Raise
that.
money for us.
Oh.
So for Stack Up, we had 1,544 participants, but don't know how many raised money for us. And that's just Stack Up alone. So yeah, that's not a whole lot of content creators.
No. Wow.
I imagine St. Jude's numbers are also a lot higher.
yeah.
Trans Lifeline is probably also a little bit higher. Actually, no, Trans Lifeline is probably about on par as ours. Trevor Project's probably about on par. That's still only a percentage of a percentage. Like, thinking about it. Yeah, that's still probably, pretty small compared to most. Yeah, if you're thinking about it, because there's about, because I'm trying to think of data funny enough, going to college to be a community manager, I was looking up Twitch statistics the other day. I think there was like 8 million content creators in 2024. So yeah, that's still not much. We're talking.
Oh.
Yeah, we're still talking maybe a percentage of a percentage.
Jeez.
But
But that means
Now,
the
here's the
more
thing.
people who do it, the better.
yes, that means what's stopping you all from wanting to do charity work? You may be wondering, how would I do it? What should I look out for? Hey, guess what? That's what we're going to talk about.
Exactly.
Segways, everyone.
So I think we should talk about the primary thing that you should look at when
Yeah.
choosing a charity. It isn't so much like, one, you have to decide what you want. What do you want to give back to the world? What are you planning? What cause strikes you? But the next thing you have to do is the nitty gritty, and that is something that a lot of people who do charity don't realize. You have to look at return on mission. If you want to really make sure that your money is going where it is, you have to look at return on mission. And return on mission is if you give $1, right? You give one singular buck. How much of that buck is going to programs? How much of that buck is actually going to the vets? And first off, if you can't find it, because you should always look at the sheets. If you can't find it, that is your first warning sign.
You want some help with this one, Damien?
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. So what Damien's talking about is a
'Cause I
charity's
recently had that
dollar to
happen to
mission
me.
ratio.
Yeah, dollar to mission ratio.
So a charity's dollar to mission ratio is all their expenses subtracted by their income. And typically a good dollar to mission ratio should be about 80 cents. However, because of COVID, a lot of charities have dipped well below that.
COVID hit all of us hard.
Sorry, what was that percent again?
So a dollar to mission ratio is you look at a charity's 990, which is their tax form. And you look at all their expenses. So like all their program expenses, all what they're paying.
Again?
Oh, it's typically the dollar to mission ratio you're looking for a charity to know that they're spending their money on their programs well is about like 80 cents. So you want like 80-cent dollar to mission ratio.
Gotcha.
So it's how much they're spending to how much they're getting. But, a lot of charities strive. A really good charity is typically like 90 to 95 cents dollar to mission ratio. That's when they can absolutely spend as much as they can to it. Is that always feasible? No, because people have to pay their bills too. Things happen.
Got to keep the lights on.
You have to keep the lights on. Again, anyone can fact check me on any of this and say like, no, this is actually the proper thing. Please do. This is just my experience.
Absolutely.
I've just noticed with the amount of charity work that I have done, but always check to make sure on their websites. So the first thing to check out when choosing a charity is check their websites. Hey, I want to do charity work because, for Alzheimer's, because I have family members who suffer from Alzheimer's. So, I want to look at, charities like the Alzheimer's Association. Or, I have family who have cancer, so I want to look at the American
Society?
American Association for Cancer Research.
Yeah, which is...
Or I'm trying to think of other ones off the top of my head. Or, I want to donate to vets for canines, to help get them canines. There's so many charities. Like I want to help, trans, not just trans. God, I'm trying to think of
Trans.
like all the
Help trans.
I'm trying to think of all the charities and I'm just trying to keep them in mind.
Trans
I want to
fans.
help those. I want to help the trans community
Hell yeah.
get the resources that they need and the support that they deserve by looking at, say, the Trans Lifeline or other things. Hi, did you see the dogs? Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Sometimes you feed the dog, sometimes the dog feeds you. Brings you kibble.
I mean, it would be nice. But no, there are many, many charities out there. And always do your research. But
Yes.
things to look out for. Do a thorough investigation. I think I need a service dog, but I've been out for 18 years. Who would donate a dog to me? It's actually, funny enough, Sirius Izumi, I have been looking out. I've been actually almost out for 12 years. There is a program called what was the one I was looking at? Because we're gonna actually segue into a few things.
I'm actually stuck. My character's stuck crouching, and I can't do anything about it.
Oh. Ow.
Trying to clean this damn missile launcher. Can't figure out where the remaining dirt is.
So you can hit tab, by the way.
I know, I have been. It was hidden from me.
Yeah, I was trying to clean that for a while too.
The stankiest of dirt. That's like the filtration system.
Oh,
is
99%.
hiding from
Oreo,
me.
may I help you? I need you to get off my desk, please, kitty.
Oh,
Hey,
there
I
it
love you
goes.
too. I need you to get off my desk.
Really?
All right. So
Are you lying?
here's the
To the
thing.
cat.
So Sirius Izumi asked about they need a service dog. They want to find something out. So if you are a veteran and you need a service dog and you've been out for so long, one that I have been personally looking into, it's called Canine for Warriors. We're going to use them as an example. So when taking a look at a charity, one that you want to look out for. One, like I said, you want to check them out, make sure that, you can apply. Because most charity websites, guess what? All they want to say is donate, 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 donate. And they don't have applications to their programs. That is warning number one. I've had so many websites do that. Donate, donate, donate. Never once is there, hey, are you in need? Apply here. Oreo, may I help you, cat? She's being needy right now. All right, fine. Lay down right there. Stop being a pain in the butt. Lay down.
The answer is
I know you're a cat. All right, another thing to look out for when it comes to charities. See if they have any awards from programs. So, great ones to look at are companies like Great Nonprofits, Candid, Charity Navigator, Excellence in Giving is another one. I've never heard of them as much, but I know that they're good. And also, see if they are CFC certified, which is the Combined Federal Campaign, which charities pay into the government to get on a list. If you were ever in the military and your first sergeant sat you down and gave you a giant book, that is all the charities that pay into CFC. Those are all verified 501c3s. Which, by the way, if you did not know, 501c3 is a tax code for charities. But you want to take a look at if they have certifications. So again, through Candid, Great Nonprofits, stuff like this. This is another great way to say that this is a legitimate charity. Because they have to apply for these. Another one is, guess what? As a charity, they're supposed to be posting their 990s on their websites. Because as a 501c3, what? We're at 99%. Where the hell is the...
It's over here. It's the engine.
So the engine signal, the engine armor, the engine fuel inductor, and the engine pipe, the engine vent. So by the way, you can also hit escape and just see exactly where we're at.
Yep.
Where was I?
501c3.
Oh yeah, no, 990s.
990s.
As a 501c3, thank you. I'm looking at the side now. Hey, no worries. Always happy to help. It's kind of what I love doing. A 501c3 is supposed to be posting their 990s and their annual reports every year. Sometimes it takes a while, especially with 990s. They might be a year behind. So you know,
This
for
is
2025, you might see 2023s. Because sometimes, you know, it takes a little bit for, you know, taxes. Yay. We all suffer with that. But they should be posting those and their annual reports. Always take a look at that. And that's, again, how you can find their dollar to mission ratios. They might not always post their dollar to mission ratios. You might have to do the math yourself. Again, just take a look at their expenses. And then just divide it by their income.
Good move.
It's actually really useful for me to keep an eye out in the future. Smart, I like that. It's like actionable, like really nice actionable ways to look for stuff.
Oh, yeah. No, because I'm going to call out a few charities. This is me calling people out, not Stack Up, not anyone. This is me. This is the reason why I'm not streaming on the Stack Up channel today, everybody. Me. This is the reason why I'm streaming on Stack, because I'm not providing any form of bias because of Stack Up. Although I'm wearing their jersey, these jerseys are just very fucking comfortable.
They really,
And
really
more
are.
charities need to use this company because these
Actually, on
jerseys
my
are
end-
so good.
Actually,
On my end, your PNG has a unicorn outfit.
yeah.
Got a
Oh,
pajamas
the
on.
unicorn onesie is because I just like being the narwhal kitty king ruler of the sea.
Narwhals.
I actually had that made because I lost a bet to Liz.
Ah.
We did a charity event together, and she won by like $50. Because if she won, or if she lost, she would have had to be a flesh tuber. And if
The
I won,
Lizification.
yeah, it was the
All of us-
Lizification.
All of us on that are associated with Liz have a narwhal costume now.
But yeah, another thing to keep an eye out for when it comes to charities, their socials. We're all children of the internet now. Are you still? Yeah, we're still in the tank. This.
This interior engine part that I'm spraying down.
Wait, don't we have
There
soap?
we go.
It's being
I've
a
been using the
butthole.
soap. That helps a little bit.
I'm out
Hey,
of
we
soap.
did it!
Soap.
Didn't do shit. We still have engine armor back here.
What? Mine says it's done.
Nope, we're at 99% for me. There's dirt right in this track here.
How did we end up separate? What? Let me know when you're
Soap
done on your
seems-
end, then.
Soap is useful. The multi-purpose works for all. That's why it's multi-purpose. Hey, the army
Whoa.
taught me.
Thanks for the
Oh,
subs,
Mel.
Mel. Those are all going straight to charity.
Heck yeah.
We-
Whoa, your arm was freaking out there, Jade. Oh, so you're using the
Sorry.
long one. That's why.
Oh. I'm done on my end. I'm at 100%.
Mine says 99.
Weird.
trying to look for anything else that we might have missed.
It's this engine armor back here where I'm spraying
Engine
in the
fuel
nooks and
inductor
crannies.
cover.
I have armor on. Okay, yeah. The armor over here on this side needs love, and the vent is fine, and then the induction cover, which is also what I'm spraying, needs love.
Yeah, this engine armor back here says it's not done yet.
Yep.
But tab's not showing anything. What's going on? Hey, CB.
What's happening?
CB.
CB.
How you
CB.
doing?
You're gonna have to check your DMs later. From Damien.
Why are you not refilling? Oh, it only refills when it's fully empty. Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Ooh. Festive gloves. Okay, I'm gonna use those. Where were we?
Wondering why this tank is not getting cleaned.
Yeah, that's where we were.
I wonder if it's just glitching because it's done on my end. It could be.
This engine armor that I'm shooting at, still, but the tab is. I know where it is. The tab is showing deep back.
Yeah, for me, it's just saying
By
the
the rear
skid
armor.
plate and the Ultramarine's plaque.
It could be. It legit could be locked in because I'm at 100% and it's on my save. So I think we got it. You guys just don't get the "Yay, done" screen. Oops.
Okay.
Yippee!
Yep.
There you go.
I'm willing to move on.
Well, then we can do the dreadnought. You guys ready for the dreadnought?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Always.
Let's go. Start job, and hopefully that will bring all of you with me. Oh, wifey's ready to join. Is everybody with me still? Oh, do I gotta re-invite everybody? Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Nope, no I don't. No I don't. Okay. Okay.
Good,
You
go
guys
along.
ready for me to add wifey?
Yeah.
let's do it.
Okay, let me add her to our VC, and we can continue talking.
Yes.
So, where were we on charities? John, you were about to call some people out.
Oh yeah, yeah. I get a call out some charities because I've been looking at some. So, for instance, I've been looking at there's some cars for veterans charities out there that I've been looking at.
Oh, that one is. Chappies.
Went on their websites because it's like, oh, cool. Like I could use a newer car. I have a 2012 Dodge Journey because I have 5 kids. So what did you do in the Army? I was military police. I was 31 Bravo. I was everyone's best friend.
I'm glitched. I can't summon any tool.
I don't see you guys at all.
We're still in the game.
Weird. Are you guys
I
at
see
the
Ruby
dreadnought?
still cleaning. No.
No, you're not at the dreadnought. Weird.
No, we're not at the dreadnought.
You're not either.
Oh, skid plate just got done.
Weird. Okay. Hold on.
I still see
can't-
the.
I can't
skid
use
plate.
my equipment.
Yes. This
Yeah.
says skid plate, ultramarine plaque, and engine inductor cover.
Wait.
Like
Wait,
this is the ultramarine plaque. I see it. There we go.
I got an invite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I finished
But-
that a minute ago. I finished that plaque.
But
That's
it,
weird.
let's see. Where's the skid plate? Ooh, another gift set.
so
Of course, I'll
confused.
stretch and hydrate. Stretch,
It's where you get the skid marks.
hydrate.
Oreo, stop.
I sent an invite to the
I clicked it and nothing happened. Let me
Nothing
exit.
Oh, what the heck?
Yeah, we're still on. We're still all in the
I'll leave the
tank.
co-op game.
tank.
Yo, I'll kill the co-op game because it's
Okay.
glitching.
Alright.
right.
Thank you everybody on Ruby's End for the hype train.
Hell
That's so
yeah.
sweet of you all. We appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. And to celebrate the hype
Um,
train, hell yeah.
Unable to connect to host.
Oh yeah, because
Start job.
we need to. We need
launch
to.
that stuff.
Yeah.
Build the game. Revive the
Um.
game. I cast Phoenix down, and then
Okay, and the wife will require a
Unable
room
to connect to
code.
host.
oh, I'm looking for you.
I'm in.
I'm in.
Aw.
Look at you, filthy little
Aw.
thing. Who's a
Thank
dirty
you,
little
Clay.
dreadnought? Who's a dirty
There
little
we
dreadnought?
go.
You are.
Wash away makes me EP. Or always makes me.
Oh,
I never said this is a
Makes me
cathartic
sleepy
game.
too, Jax. I'm fading.
It's such a cathartic game.
This is still my first time playing it.
Let me wash your little.
But like I said, what
Watch
the
play
fun
here.
thing I get a call about the certain Cars for Vets one, for instance. So I went on their website because I wanted to learn more about it.
Is this
Go
a
on the
Blood
website,
Angel
guess-
Dreadnought?
I don't know.
Look at it.
This one's gonna get cleaned real quick.
Yeah, this one's like not super long.
Yeah, this one he's gonna get done in like 2 seconds.
Anyway, what were you saying?
So yeah,
I
this
don't know how
this
to
this
access the room
certain cars for veterans charity. Not gonna say the actual name. Because I don't remember their actual name. Went on their website. Panda, what's going on? How you doing?
Howdy.
All that they had on there was donate your car, donate cash, donate. Never once, are you a veteran? Can I help you?
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's not a good sign.
No, never a good sign when it comes to wanting to help out, stuff like that. Those kind of charities, I'm telling you right now, they're not the good ones. Especially when it's like, when you literally Google them, and that was their main website, donate. Like, we get it. Charities need help. That's the whole point of a charity, is we're always, we're not for profit. We're non-profit.
Exactly.
But that's a bit of a red flag.
That a million% that is a red flag.
Like, wait, I can't even volunteer. I can't get resources. Now that you say it, I'm like, wait a minute. I know I've run into organizations like that where I'm looking at a website and I'm like, where's the resources? I want what this charity's donating to. Where is it? And I didn't think about it like and I avoiding getting involved with a bad charity. Just like, I want these resources. Where? I could never find them. That was probably a scam. Damn.
Yeah, those are
Not
the
a
kind
scam,
of charities that you want to be leery of. Like, they still could be legitimate. Like, you still run the thing of they still could be legitimate. The problem is that's shady's fiat.
Nope.
Are you cleaning Grandpa?
Even
Yes.
if
Yes, we are.
Even if they are, then they're not doing a good job on that end
No,
of
they're
things.
not.
So where else are they not investing well? Where are they not? Because I'd assume then, even if they are legitimate, how effective are they?
Yeah.
Would be my
And
next
then the
question.
other things that you have to look for, even great charities, because we're going to talk about a couple great charities that a lot of people talk about that will also fall under controversy. Because it happened to quite a few of them. If you look at Wounded Warrior Project, who went and spent a lot of money where they should not have.
Oh.
Or $1 million, or, you know, billion, or no, are they $1 billion charity or $1 million charity? They're like a
They're huge.
$5 million
I know that
They're
name
massive.
immediately. Yeah.
they're a renowned charity. Back
Got a
in
4-star rating.
29, let me look this up again.
You having fun spraying that lad's cannon, Tommy?
Yeah, it was back in 2016. Allegations of executive spending and a focus on fundraising rather than directly aiding veterans. So they were out spending way more money on frivolous things than they were actually helping veterans. Now, are they still doing this? I don't think so. Wounded Warrior kind of has done a little bit better.
As of 2025, they've received a platinum seal of transparency.
Huh.
So, then they are getting
Love
better.
what it sounds.
They are
Good.
getting better.
Good.
They're turning their act around.
And sadly, most recently, Able Gamers,
Yeah, that one was sad. Dang.
with one of their executive co-founders being very nasty to people and apparently buying a Tesla station for their building, despite him being the only person who drove a Tesla. Those are the other things that you have to look out for, which sadly, a lot of it goes underneath the table, and we, as the public, don't learn about those until they kind of hit the fan when they get talked about. But that's the other darker side of kind of, to look out for. And a lot of people will feel burned about that when they're like, I helped raise money for you and you did this to me. And because of, actions like that, they may feel burned. But please know, not all charities do that. There are many, many, many great charities out there that don't do that.
Yep.
There are many great people out there that are not going to take your money and run.
Well, a friend of mine and did, I think last year, yes, did a charity. We did not check those things out. We did not know about that and ended up getting very, very burned on it. And they took it very, very hard. And then later, John informed us how to check against that, but you also have to be careful because if you raise a decent amount of money for a charity, it's sad to say, but there are other organizations that do look at that. And they do prey upon those who have raised a decent amount of money for another charity, usually with giveaways and, fancy graphics and videos and whatnot. And those, you have to be careful because that can lead to something called soft giving, where most of the money is going into the organization itself and not
That's
into the
actually
charity.
another topic, is be careful of third-party
Yes.
programs.
Yes. 100%.
Now, a lot of charities, Stack included, uses third-party programs like Tiltify. We've used Donor Drive in the past. But those are very renowned ones. There are other third-party programs, which had a huge controversy back in the day, which was soft giving.
Yeah.
Where a lot of people didn't realize soft giving was not going as intended of what they were saying.
Yeah.
They weren't being very honest with what they were doing. Those are other things to keep in mind. Be careful of that. If you are wanting to do a charity stream, talk directly to the charity. For instance, again, I will always talk about StackUp because StackUp is my biggest knowledge. At StackUp, we have a program called or we have a group called our influencer relations team. They talk specifically to content creators. Like they are paid staff to help people raise money. They are there with them from step one, from the beginning steps to the end steps and further beyond, if they choose to continue. You want to find programs like that. You want to talk directly to a charity and find out how you can help. Through that, it is much, much easier than trying to go through a third party. Although, yes, third parties may have, extra graphics and whatnot, but you don't know. The charity themselves could have those as well, and the third party could just be like, ooh, we put a new shiny sticker on it, even though who knows, the charity already has it.
So talking about IRT and that leads to another one, is how much support do you get from the charity from the moment you sign up to the moment you do your event? That can also be a warning sign. If you do not get, graphics, or if you cannot get a hold of your contact person, that is also another warning that this charity is just designed to generate in donations and income with minimal interaction.
It also depends, because there are charities out there that are brand new to content creation.
Exactly.
They're very old school style, where they've raised money more through bake sales, in-person, in-kind donations, walkathons and stuff like that. Content creation is a very new thing when it comes to charity work. Because if you think about it, social media is less than 2 decades old. Online content creation is less than a decade, or less than a decade and a half, I think. I think Justin TV came out in like 2008, something like that. It's not old. So a lot of charities are playing
2007.
Oh, that was right.
Twitch appeared in 2011.
Yeah. So to think about it like that, like we're not that old as a program. So a lot of charities, especially old school charities, are playing catch up to stuff like this. So they might not have influence relations teams. They might not know how to do stuff like this, but always contact, because they always have some form of a community manager, or some form of PR. Every charity should have some form of PR. Even if it's, for those who don't know what PR is, public relations. Oh, we just need to get his fingies.
Aw, thank you for the follow, Jax.
Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you all.
Wait, what does fingies need to...
It's
fist finger?
I think we got him. You guys got it on your end, right? No?
Ender fist finger.
You can touch my fist finger. It's mechanized.
Not on my end. I used the soap to get in there.
Mechanized fingy?
How does it keep finishing on my end and you guys aren't done? Oh no.
This actually is reported to be buggy.
Is it the 40k DLC specifically?
The 40k DLC specifically has been.
Oh no.
It has mixed reviews because of this. And another thing.
Oh no.
So if you as the person who started this is getting the complete thing, like, hey, you completed it, then it is completed.
It's complete. Okay, we're done. So we're done, everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Quo, welcome to chat.
Howdy.
Okay, so let's see. Well, in the in-between, you guys ready to get wifey in here?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes, we do just call her wifey. Never confusing. One of these days, maybe we'll update that.
It's okay. I have many wives, whether they be work wives or stream wives or however many other wives. Hey, look, we got it.
We got it. Job complete.
I'm shot
Flatline.
Oh, you got it. Let's
97%.
go.
I'm shot 97.
Waifus. Yes. Shout out to waifus. Waifu,
I'm more
you
like
got-
John's
you-
ex-wife. Oh God,
Oh!
no, you're not.
Oh.
Damn.
So that's
Jack-
why they're sliding over to follow me, huh? I see.
So Jax here is our our stream team's event coordinator for the Stack Up stream team.
When John dies,
Hell
Jax takes over.
Yeah.
Ah. Wife, you got your Fugi? Also, we can't hear you.
Can't hear me because I haven't been talking.
Oh my God, it's a talking flame.
Here, I'll
Wait,
move.
Oh, I'm looking
Fire
at the
talks.
screen. I
Fire
can't
me.
see it appear yet. So, all right. Did you switch it to crossplay yet?
Oh, not yet. So I will
Okay.
switch it to crossplay. Get me your Fugi tech so I can add it to OBS. Oh, look
Oh,
at
did
that.
I already-
My
did I
stream's
not-
got it playing. I can see it get all cleaned up. Nice.
Wait, you didn't already get mine?
No, you didn't send me the link.
Oh, okay.
You don't use the group one?
No, I don't use the group one.
Me
Since
neither.
like a lot of
There
the
you go.
time I'll move people around. I'll have
Oh,
two
okay.
people be on VTube Studio. One will be in OBS. So on.
I mean, that
and
makes
so forth.
sense.
You told me to
This
send your
stage
Fuki,
is
but everyone
ins-
already knew I was a talking flame. How did that work?
They have the group Fugi on.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
They
I-
immediately.
I'm a very basic biche when it comes to stuff like that.
Okay.
Did
I
you guys
am-
notice that Mars is outside the window?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's why we're the Adeptus
Nice. I
Mechanicus.
did not see that though.
Yeah, I know, but still, actually looking out at it. they did
Oh, can we
really cool
actually?
art.
Oh, they are. Oh, I thought those were just solid glass. I didn't know that was stained glass.
Yeah, that's stained glass.
Stained glass windows.
Oh,
Yeah,
This set piece is massive.
That's so cool.
Let me see this.
Wait, where is
that-
everyone?
Oh, so there we go.
I got
Oh,
lost.
whoa.
I'm huge.
Are we?
Yes, I made
Am
you.
I
I
in
found
the same
you.
game as you guys, or?
Yeah, we're in the
Yes.
sports world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, oh, you're right. Yeah, is that Mars or is that Mars or is that a Forge world? I don't know enough.
Mars, I think.
Yeah, it looks like Mars.
Okay.
Yeah, this is one of the stations linked
Oh,
to Mars.
that's sick.
I didn't know you could walk all the way down there. Honestly.
Nice. Yeah, I think
When
this
I
is
did
the-
this,
all
when
the
I did
different-
I did this one solo, and it was
Huh?
I kind of just was like maybe a little out
Wait.
of it.
Did you guys
Dog.
move on to a different thing other than the
No, we're right here.
Dreadnought?
No, we're just walking around the big open area.
Yeah.
Because it's
And,
one big set piece for all the
Guess we
different
don't know.
items.
Yeah, but there's usually
And-
invisible walls, so I didn't think I could walk all the way over here.
Yeah, no, if you can walk all the way.
Yeah,
If you can
You
see
can
it,
walk
you
up
can
to a certain
walk to
distance.
it.
Well,
here.
not necessarily. There are, like I said, invisible walls. So.
Yeah, some I remember some of the original ones had invisible walls.
Oh, I
this
just
one
walked
does too.
everywhere.
This one does too.
Does
if
this
you
one have
walk in a
invisible
cer-
walls?
Yeah, or maybe it doesn't. It did earlier.
I don't see Toko in the game.
I'm not in yet.
Oh, okay.
I have to wait.
yeah,
I
yeah,
have
no,
to
no,
wait
they're
for
not
Jade
in
to
yet.
put in crossplay so I can get a code.
So
Yeah, we
I
just-
have to-
Yeah, just probably just
Back
kick us
out
out
of
of
the level.
crossplay again, or kick us out of the
I'm gonna
this one and
jump
just-
out.
send us to a
Yeah,
giant
It's
one.
the paladin next.
Oh,
I'm pretty
whoopsie.
sure.
That quit the whole game on me. Oops. Misclick.
Did you
It was a misclick.
Oh my goodness! Can I soundboard
Did you
you?
do what I did and just quit the whole game?
Prepare to be soundboarded.
Oh, no.
Whoopsie!
Ow. Ow. Ah! I've been bonketed.
Yeah.
Okay. Battle
I
tank.
do need to go to the restroom, so I'm
No,
moving
it's-
to
it's
BRB
the-
real quick.
Yeah,
it's
no
the
worries.
Imperial one. It's not the battle tank next. I know.
Yeah,
Or
but
should-
Send us to a giant one.
fun.
That will take us a while.
actually,
All right.
I'll wait till the game's up and then so I could get a good view of you guys. You know.
All I know is the Warhawk.
Oh, we
was
can
the
watch chat, Ruby.
last one.
Settings. Co-op hosting available once a job is started. Oh.
It's unfortunate that if free play it doesn't give you the updates every like 20% because they are they're interesting in the 40K one. They're weird. Everyone's rude and mean to you.
I will have to watch that later. Okay, let me hide Power Wash so I can keep.
Oh, and here, before I forget, Ruby. There you go.
Oh.
That was your I forgot to post the screenshot.
And you gotta turn on cross co-op.
Thank you.
Okay, so I gotta give everyone the room code on this one now. Okay.
Yeah, just put the. No worries.
It's all because I'm all good. Because I was stupid and I was like, I'm gonna play this on Game Pass because it's free and I wanted to play it. And then I bought all the DLC on it and now I'm kind of locked into it until the sequel comes out.
I'm so glad.
I'm here.
Power Wash 2 is coming.
I think it's so funny that they did it exclusively.
Okay.
It seems like they did it exclusively to run away from Square Enix.
So what is the weirdest incentive you've done for charity? Ooh.
Shaved my entire head for Liz's charity. Shaved myself bald like an egg.
Why?
I will do anything for Liz.
Oh, there's a big door over here.
Okay,
I've never seen that.
Oh, hello.
Oh, okay. Now I recognize it.
How did you do that, Johns?
I just joined. I saw that Jade was. I just
did it work?
hit career or not career. I went to special, and then joined co-op, and then it was Jade's name, and I hit join.
Oh, okay. Got it.
He's such a cute little tank.
Get everybody in here.
Aww.
This is one of the few games where even though it's on PC, I will play it with a controller because it is cozier.
Oh, this game again. This game is just so cathartic.
When I started playing it, I played with mouse and keyboard, and I gave myself extreme pain because just moving around so much just hurt. But now it's like I play a controller, I can lean back. It's not like I have to worry about anything shooting back at me. When they wash me out of existence.
The weirdest incentive I've ever had for charity is getting my legs waxed.
Brutal.
That hurt a lot. Will I ever do it again? Absolutely not. Never again will I get my legs waxed for charity.
Brutal.
I will. I have put it up. I will shave my beard for charity.
A lot of money.
A one-time single donation of $28,000.
You gotta get somebody who's really
hates beards.
Somebody really does not like you. Got a lot of time and a lot of desire.
Yep. Someone who either really wants to get this beard shaved, because it's what it really is it's a $25,000 donation, and like $3,000 for my children's therapy. That's really what it is.
Gonna need that after seeing that.
They have not seen me without a beard since I've been out of the military.
I bet you were happy to have that back once you got out. Oh, getting out and getting to grow my hair back out was that is when I finally made the jump and grew my hair out. I had tried many times in high school, failed every time, gave up. When I got out,
that's not exactly true. That's not exactly true.
What?
No, you didn't start growing it out until you met me, or you tried to grow it out a few times before, but you were like, I never really succeeded. Because you were always worried about it throwing out, but then it didn't throw out.
Mine froze out real bad.
I thought that was right after the military.
No, unless you got.
Was that what?
I mean,
was that
to be fair, you got out and then you moved back up here like like
It
a
wasn't
year
for a
after.
few years. It
Oh,
wasn't for
well.
a few years.
Okay.
And yeah, quote, I was in training. I did basic. I completed my basic training. AIT, I had a 6-month-long AIT and dropped out right at the end. They were that was a nasty battery too. Like they were brutally, awfully mean. Like the instructor was literally telling me once I'd been decided I was gonna be discharged. Like they were literally telling me, like, yeah, you're going to be at graduation handing out pamphlets to the families of everyone else who's graduating, and you'll be here for months.
Yeah.
No joke.
That's kind of what they
I'm
told me when
surprised
I
they-
washed out of basic.
I'm surprised they didn't tell you during AIT, like, hey, do you just want to go to a different MOS?
God, I wish.
I'm really shocked they just did not do that. We're like, hey,
It was-
you know, if this isn't the MOS you want, do you just want to reclass?
like that.
They offered
battery
reclass
was-
so much to people
did?
when I
Oh.
was in military police. A lot of people, well, actually, I know a couple people reclassed to 88 mics, which those who don't know is truck driver, which is
Oh.
funny enough, which was also in Fort Riley or Fort Leonard Wood.
Like most of the people I was in with, that was their second chance. That was they dropped out of something else. Like half of my class was bomb squad, who did not make it. So most of them, they're already on there. This is you got to graduate here route. So I was the exception of I volunteered for this. So maybe that's why.
You got suckered into it.
It was not like because I know this is not universal whatsoever, but it was an absolutely terrible barracks, absolute terrible environment.
I mean, it's
Wasn't
Fort
great.
Sill. What do you expect?
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't have any family who was in the military, so I was clueless.
But you're fine. Again, it's Fort Polk, Fort Sill. It's sad to say, a lot of it is just the Midwest. When it comes to the
Hey.
forts, are just all not great.
What the hell?
Yeah, it was rough.
It's not your fault, Amy. It's
Okay.
it's the Midwest sucks for the
Ah,
military.
But
Oh,
my
military.
I was
point as well.
gonna say, and then they're like, oh,
No.
military.
For
I'm
the
like,
military,
okay,
because
fair enough.
the problem with military bases in the Midwest, guess where they're all at? The middle
Oklahoma?
of effing nowhere.
I was going to say
Yeah,
Oh,
Midwest.
yeah, that'll do
Nope.
it. That'll
That's
do
true.
it. That'll
That's
do
true.
it.
Unless you like hunting,
Welcome back,
fishing,
Ruby.
or you're a hermit that will play video games all day, that's it. Thankfully, I was the hermit that played video games all day.
Yeah, that's me too.
I washed out of the Air Force like in like my 5th week there.
Oh.
Well, I think my issue was that I think I wasn't eating well because I couldn't.
Mhm.
I have stomach issues in the morning and can't really eat breakfast, so I was consisting a lot on like cups of peanut butter and like Smart Start cereal. So eventually my PT started bombing spectacularly because I couldn't.
Yeah, well,
physically
you
keep
weren't.
up.
Yeah,
couldn't
you were
physically
burning more
keep up.
calories than you could,
Yeah,
that you needed.
Yeah, I mean, it was either that or I get yelled at because my stomach decided, hey, you need to go use the bathroom now for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
No,
Ooh,
that's fair.
problem.
So
and I even like when they were like, hey, we're sending you back 2 weeks and you're gonna from week 5 and you're gonna do week 3 again, like you're gonna go to a different battery and all that, yada yada yada, or training battery. I even straight up said, hey, this is not working out. I would rather just go home. Like, you should just send me home. And they laughed at me. So, and then one of the people there decided to also say, like, oh yeah, we're going to keep you here for months and months and months until you're like worn out. I'm like, I get this is like, their whole like shtick and it's all kind of like mind games and psychological warfare and stuff. But like, I personally think if you can physically see that someone is not going to cut out, you just need to like drop the act and be like, okay, go.
You got some unlucky rolls.
I agree with that one.
Cut your losses.
Yeah. Just
Well,
be
it's not
like,
just that.
well,
It's a
I
waste
mean,
of
as
government
opposed-
spending.
Well, as opposed
like-
to getting it to the point where people are, having
Also, to bring us
thought.
back, my point as well was more so to answer, quote, I trained. I wouldn't. I definitely don't consider myself a veteran or anything. I wouldn't say I served, but I was in enough to get through basic, and then ended up leaving. So yeah, that's all I've done, and I always like to clarify that because I'm like, you served? No.
I mean, I will be
I
honest,
say I
Jade, you've done
attempted.
more than most.
I like to say I
People
attempted.
tell me that.
I will tell you, as
me.
someone who served 6 years, you've done more than most.
Oh, thank you. And also now that Ruby's back, we were on craziest charity incentives that we've done. Because John's, you said no, Dami shaved his whole head,
I
Eyebrows and
waxed
everything.
my legs.
waxed your legs. Ruby,
Ate a marinated cricket.
Ugh.
Liz
She
did the
sounds
one
good.
chip challenge.
what? No.
Huh?
What?
I've watched somebody attempt the one like gummy bear challenge.
Oh,
Liz
the-
has done the one chip challenge.
Yep,
I've not
Liz
done
did
a
the
chip
one
challenge.
chip
Oh,
challenge and then
geez.
was completely knocked out the next day. She had to skip a
Ooh.
collab we had scheduled.
I saw someone attempt, not for charity, but they attempted the gummy bear, the spicy gummy bear. They gave it
Oh,
one
the
lick
Super
and
Scoville
became
one?
yeah, they gave it one lick and became physically ill. I was like, please
That's
stop.
why you swallow it and you don't taste it.
Oh God, that thing's huge.
You swallow it.
Oh, I
and
think it was a
die.
small one.
Well, so I'm secondhand through Ruby's experience for the most part. So I guess the craziest thing I've done is draw a piece of toast. For an
That's it.
incentive, I ended up drawing, what was it?
Me
I
on a
made-
piece of toast.
Yeah, for your PFP.
Yeah.
For like a day or two.
Did you actually like physically draw, like get a piece of toast out, like a piece of?
No,
real
I
bread?
drew. I just
Okay.
drew while we were on stream.
Oh my goodness.
Not gonna lie, toast art would actually be a pretty cool incentive idea.
So yeah, we've come up with a lot of different cool incentive ideas over our time. You
Just
know,
get
we
a-
usually brainstorm those. I've brainstormed some non-charity incentives for other streamers too.
I'm just trying to think of viscous condiments other than ketchup, mustard,
Barbecue sauce.
Molasses.
barbecue sauce.
Mayo. You want to know
Mayo.
something
Molasses
insane?
is viscous as well.
A friend of mine did a donathon incentive where every $100 he would dip a Oreo cookie into a random condiment, and he had a collection of them. You know exactly who this is, and he dipped it in glue at one point.
Oh no, that's
Oh,
not a
no.
condiment. That's
He did that
I
because
mean,
someone donated
Technically, it's
500.
non-toxic. So
It is. It's
Uh,
non-toxic
that's-
glue. And
that's the Homer Simpson defense.
Oh my
no,
god!
that's
you've
a
been sitting
5-year-old
here-
defense.
No, I mean I'm thinking of literally the episode of The Simpsons where he gets like 300 pounds so he doesn't have to go into work.
Oh yeah. No, that's-
Dad, it says not toxic.
So we've been sitting here continuing to wash while we talk, and I completely forgot to turn back on the game on my stream. So my chat's just been looking at all of us and the Matrix.
Congratulations.
There we go. Ah.
We're at
it is
95 already.
okay.
To be fair, this is a level where it's really good to. Oh, everything is just dinging all at once because the game's still catching up. There is some serious delay here.
Oh boy.
I'm seeing
it's
it
probably
I'm
because
watching.
she tabbed back in.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Where were we charity wise? Because we did craziest incentives. I
Eating a
think we're
cricket.
still eating a cricket.
I've done a lot of interesting things. I've eaten a whole head of lettuce.
So did
Well-
D-Tone.
That sounds.
by the way-
naturey.
D-Tone
you-
crushed that lettuce.
If you've never eaten a whole head of lettuce, you're in for a surprise.
Yeah.
Because you think it's possible. There's a lot more water into it, and a lot then it's a lot denser than you
Oh, it's
think.
very
Hey.
dense.
So that means it's good for hydration.
Oh, it's
I-
very
you-
good.
You wanna hydrate? Just to get that lettuce. Just start crunching away.
Oh yeah,
Big Cat
it's
asked-
very tasty. Craziest
Big Cat
demand
asked-
by a charity.
Craziest demand by a charity.
Now, what do you mean by that, Sir
I
Big
don't
Cat?
understand what you mean.
Craziest demand by a charity? You mean how much we have to raise or some crap?
Or like red flag demands for talents to do things during a charity.
It wasn't for a
Yeah, 'cause
charity
I'm-
incentive, but I want to tell this story.
You only work with
because-
Stack Up, so I doubt you had many demands to do something. I've worked with a lot of charities, like red flag demands, so silly requests like pie to the base. So surprisingly, all the charities I've worked with, so I've worked with like Alzheimer's, I've worked with Player versus Cancer, I've worked with a lot of smaller end, like One Up on Cancer and a bunch of other smaller end ones. I've never had really red flag demands. I've never really ran into any of them, because I learned to do research ahead of time. That and a lot of the red flag charities I learned beforehand because of friends' experiences.
Wasn't there was at least one charity that I think you had me look into. I don't remember the reason. I'm trying to remember what that was, but wasn't there at least one that I said, nah, let's not?
You've
That's
said
some
it
red
to a
flag?
few because I get a lot of people in my inbox being like, hey, you want to stream for this charity? And then ask you to look into it.
Yeah, I can't remember any examples though, but I know we've run into it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you've ran into dozens.
Surprisingly, still not that big of a streamer, despite me being a charity streamer.
Reaming's hard.
It is.
Content creation hard. I used to
Hey.
manage janitors cleaning rooms where they make pacemakers. Like you get a hair or a bit of dust in there, people die. And I'm managing like 21 people who speak another language. That's easier than this. Don't beat yourself up.
Oh yeah, no, you're not wrong. I manage 37 content creators now for our stream
Hey.
team.
Let's riot.
You're not wrong. It's hurting cats.
Rioting
Whoa.
as we speak. I'm going with Jax's new team.
Oh, and I've got two. They're both wonderful.
Yeah, what's going on, buddy? Speaking of
Oh my God, it's
one of the
shooting
cats
booties.
that I
Booties, how's it going?
I clicked a piece of equipment just to like do it for fun, and then the game's like, "Hey, you're like 30 seconds behind," and now my gun's gone.
Oh,
I'm just walking around like a putz.
rear armor. What?
Oh, it's the entire
Oh.
backplate.
It's underneath the engine is where the dirt
yeah,
is.
It's like 90% of that thing. That's the
It's
big thing that that is wrong with the 40K pack. 'Cause there's a lot of crannies that
oh!
yeah, it's
are really
underneath.
hard to like get.
Yeah, it's
This
underneath
just-
the drums back here.
Randomly popped in my brain, but something that I thought about just now, because we're talking red flags, more of a red avoid doing this, or here's how you do this. Because we had one reward was anyone who donated above $50 for one of our charities would get a poster signed by Ruby, her mom. And so we didn't think too much of it. We had them all signed, sent them off to me. I shipped them out. One of those people was a crazy stalker who went from like occasional support messages towards Ruby to one day suddenly is posting like Roach family and like pictures of roaches. Weird,
Okay.
weird stuff.
Not gonna lie, my wife would love a signed poster by Ruby and her mom. My
we
wife
still
is
got
a
it,
huge
but-
fan of your mom, by the way,
The
Ruby.
penultimate final girl? Yes.
Well,
could act-
I think
Ooh.
we still have those posters, don't we?
Oh yes, no, I have a ton of them, and actually we could more safely do this as another incentive. That actually that's not a bad idea. Write that
I
down,
assure
write that
you,
down.
Jones is not a psycho, or I wouldn't work for him.
Well, what I realized
Or
now,
maybe he is. I'm a borderline, so that sort of thing might be up my alley.
You too? Hey!
Yes! Hey!
Hey, hell yeah!
My brethren!
Let's go! BPD
Wait.
Awareness Month. Let's
BPD
go.
Awareness
You're one
Month.
too, Jade?
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, God, yes.
Welcome
And
to the family.
I only found out last year after
Oh, well,
31 years of life.
Doesn't it explain a lot of your batshit
32.
behavior?
Oh my God, it does. It explains so much, and
Yeah.
and then it all gets worse once you're able to judge yourself for it.
Well, thank you for not
Hey.
becoming a statistic. I appreciate that.
Yes, I have fought very hard against that.
Yeah,
For
it
chat
is.
who don't know what we're talking about, borderline personality disorder is one of the most brutal not neurological personality disorders you can have. And it's BPD
Really
Awareness
rough.
Month along with Mental Health Awareness Month, and yeah, we are very, very prone to certain statistics, unfortunately,
Yeah.
and have to deal with it quite a lot. It's
Yeah.
it's rough, very stigmatized.
It
Even therapists, like there are trained
still
therapists who
yeah,
don't
there
wanna
are
work with
still old. Now it's more old school that you won't find therapists that work with us,
us. Good.
but you'll still get like old man therapist who's like, "You can't be
Ooh.
cured." I'm like, "I know I can't be cured,
Yeah.
dude." It's all
Oh,
about
I want help
managing your
coping with
symptoms.
it.
Mhm.
It's all
Yeah,
about
it-
managing your symptoms, understanding what your triggers are, and
Yup.
managing your more extreme nature.
One thing I've learned as we go off topic, because hey, guess what? Stack Up's also a mental health charity.
It is a mental
talk
health
about it all the
charity.
time.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
We're mental health above anything else.
Mhm.
Because post-traumatic stress, borderline personality
Yeah.
disorder, because I have both,
Have a lot of
actually
crossover.
go hand in hand very well.
Yes. I also have
And
PTSD,
confirm.
by the way.
Also have CPTSD.
So yes,
Mhm.
they do go hand in hand because of how they're developed.
Mhm.
I need to play
know
Night
that. Night Rain?
It's the
Bodies
multiplayer,
actually just got me Elden Ring
Yeah, it's
Night
the
Rain
multiplayer
the other day. And I
Oh,
need to
okay.
play it.
I
Night
need to
Rain,
get the
that's right.
DLC and then play through it again.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played so Night Rain is Elden Ring's
It's a
roguelite.
roguelike.
Apparently, it's not as varied as people would like. That's the only thing I've heard about it.
A Souls
I mean-
like that's also
Oh!
a roguelike. That just
Right,
sounds like
I got off on a tangent.
That's something
I was
crazy.
saying because of the
Scary.
Crazy Stalker.
Mhm.
Crazy Stalker.
So Crazy Stalker. Turns out they'd also bought one of the keychains from our partner. So I was able to actually, like, thanks to the posters, I was able to figure out which person, because I shipped out the posters to like 20 people, 15 people. Just shipped them out, and then like a week later, we find out one of these people's crazy. Oh, they have a picture of the poster. Oh boy, they know my address. Fun! Thankfully, they're all the way off in Ireland, and their socials disappeared very quickly after.
Well, that's
once
because my mom went after them.
we realized what was going on. They vanished. But I kind of went, yeah, maybe next time I should ship from the UPS store, not my
I was gonna say
address.
next time you should probably ship from a PO box
Yeah, either a PO box or you could just ship from like the UPS
a
store
virtual
itself,
address.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
so
can
that
do
way
from
they
a virtual
can't even
address.
ship back to you. Yeah.
Mhm.
So like if
VPN
you're gonna do a
address, let's
charity
go.
incentive,
Asset boxes currently are very wonky,
we'll
but it's
do
something.
this next time if we do anything
Talk
like
about.
this, ship out more posters. We won't use actual addresses. We'll use a PO box, a UPS store. I once used a UPS store to ship a laptop to somebody who I'm very glad I used a UPS store for now, former friend. So yeah, that is an option. So don't even if it feels safe, don't use your own address. Just in case.
If you're attached to a business, use that business's address.
It's the business's address.
Because anytime I have to ship stuff out for Stack Up, I always use Stack Up's address instead of my own.
You do.
Which is
Yep.
another thing for those who work within a business. Always use the business's address when shipping stuff out. That's just a
Top-heavy
safety thing.
stubber ammo box needs some love.
I'm trying to find where the spare wheel is. Because apparently
Oh,
that
so you
needs
so you can so here's a thing you can
Did
do
you check
if you
my ass? It's probably
I don't
up there.
I don't know how if it works correctly on multiplayer, but if you go into the menu, you can like look through all like items, and if you click the item, it'll highlight it on the Oh, yep, I can
Oh
see
shit,
it.
does it?
Hey, here's
Yep.
the spare wheel track right here.
Yeah, spare track wheels up. It's near
Right where
the-
Jamie's shooting. Spew, spew, spew!
I'd love to like shoot and help, but like again, I kind of soft locked myself by trying to pick up the ladder.
Mash F. That's what I did.
That's how I soft lock myself, is by trying to pick up the stool.
Oh, you're doing it.
Oh, I remember the old glitch in this game where if you stood on the scaffolding and picked it up, you fell through the earth.
Oh, that sounds awesome. You can't do that anymore, so, but yeah, I'm spamming the down D-pad because I'm playing on controller and it's not we're just not
This
losing
is
to me.
bot. Sorry, broski.
Oh, there it
There we
is.
Oh,
I did it. I pressed down D and it. popped
where'd
there.
But now
the
it's
ladder come from?
it's glued to me
You
because that's what I
know
tried
what?
grabbing.
What the
You
fuck?
have a ladder with you. Let me try and pick it off you. What the heck?
No, it's fine. It's fun. I can
This
still
is
move
the
around like this.
impression of ladders, not true ladders.
Yeah, it's
The
this is where the
idea
ladder
of
goes.
ladders.
Yeah, and I've got the
Oh
ladder
my God,
attached
that
to me.
scared me.
It's the
I'm like, oh, so-
concept of a ladder.
Okay, well now I can actually play it and move at a speed other than slow. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, the only thing that I have left is the
it's stowed
spare
ammo
wheel and this stowed ammo box.
Stowed ammo box.
Well, the
I'm
spare
getting
wheel
it.
is
It's
here.
Spare wheel's right
and
here.
fixed. The
Yeah, the
ammo box
outside
is
of-
here.
Outside of the poster horror story, do you have any other horror stories from
Let's see,
doing charity work?
No, but the funny thing is, 2 months after the poster thing, remember, that's when my mom decided to warn me about the stalker.
Oh yeah, and I was already
Really?
like 2 steps ahead.
Yeah.
I think it was like a week. It was like a week beforehand that I'd already found all their information, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're-
something like that.
You're scary about that.
I have certain.
Well,
talents.
that's exactly why I hired her, because
I have a very specific set of skills.
unironically, and it's
Found
a
the
curse
heavy
at
stubber
times.
ammo box.
Hey, you know what? Coming from a police background, I understand that.
Right?
I mean,
It's like
Considering the quote,
I-
though, very much looking forward to the new Naked Gun movie.
Wait, they're me.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, make a new one with Liam Neeson as Lieutenant Drebin while he's the son of the old one.
Yeah, he's
Wait.
Lieutenant Drebin Jr.
A new and it's going to be a comedy with Liam Neeson?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing the exact same thing as the original movie, where he's doing his dead serious,
Liam
he's doing it
Neeson
all
can
dead
be
seriously.
I
Hey,
know he.
There
I
we
need to fucking
go.
see this.
It's
On
coming
my
out
end,
in
it
August.
is complete.
Yeah,
This
so,
ammo
yep,
box is dirty as
All right,
hell.
the
Top of the heavy
tire's done.
stubber.
Heavy
everything
stubber
says
ammo
it,
boxes, which is at the
everything.
top.
It says
So
I
it's
have 3
not-
things left, but they're all done.
It's not
It's
a
just-
horror story, but it was a sad thing that happened while streaming. The again, when my friend was doing their stream, there was a giveaway. It was like a last minute during the last hour. Throw your cash bucks, you'll get. This is the giveaway, and
All right, ammo box is
it
done.
never happened.
Aww.
Yep, and it's just gonna. They're popping. They're popping very slowly over here. It's gonna.
Stowed.
So rods.
That's the heavy stubber.
eh,
Where's the stowed ammo box?
It's over here.
Right.
I've completed it. You guys are getting the glitch, so.
No, everything's got like a huge delay in like input for me.
Oh.
So, which is weird considering we're like me and you are like 20 feet apart.
Store fuel.
Stowed ammo
rods.
box is right here.
Yeah,
'Cause
stowed
I was
ammo box
done.
and the stowed rods. It says there's one left of each, but I know they're both done. So it's just wait. I'm waiting for the server to catch it and be like, oh, they popped.
Oh, is it
Bing.
like gonna catch
yeah,
you guys up
I'm
in a minute
still
and then just
PO'd
jump you
about
to
that.
me?
I don't.
'Cause
I'm-
I just reloaded.
I
to
was
the
trying
next
not to
thing.
lame you, Liz, because I didn't know if you wanted to be brought up. But yes, when Liz got a offer to do a charity, and they promised merchandise, and it never happened. And people were
Aw.
bidding, at the end they were throwing money at it to get, I think it was like a controller or a mouse pad or something. It was something cool, and it never happened. The charity
It's
blew
awful when
off.
that happens. That actually, something like that happened to a very large. Ooh, this is another horror story and worth talking about. Keep receipts. Keep your
Yes.
receipts. Keep your conversations. Everything. Anything
This is the same
you
horror
purchase.
story as before.
Anything. No, actually, I have
Oh.
a not
Well,
us horror story, but also ties into a me not charity, sort of charity horror story. Very recently in the VTuber sphere, well-beloved indie VTuber Doki Bird did a charity stream quite some time ago, was screwed over
Oh, I see.
by the people making the PCs, and then had a very terrible drama tuber. I have no shame in saying that person is awful. Tried to make a document framing her as the terrible streamer.
Oh yeah, Doki ripped that ass up.
Oh yeah, no, Doki and every.
Was that part of the whole Cinder thing? Sorry, I'm not big into
that was
VTuber drama right now.
not Cinder, unrelated to Cinder entirely.
Unrelated to Cinder, but
No, that was
Cinder got
Doki
theirs
and
too.
a drama tuber named Catliente, who is just very awful. Very,
Doki
very,
tore that
very.
ass up.
I am willing to right now say they're awful. That should tell you. I am very confident in saying that.
the,
Hey, no, I'm
yeah,
all
they
about
wrote a hit
learning.
piece.
and again, you have
They
to
wrote
be
it.
careful when it comes to gifts or promises of merchandise. You know, you want to know where it's coming from, and like you said, you want to keep your receipts of those conversations and the promised material. You want to make sure you have something saying, yes, we promised this particular thing. You know, this is when it should be delivered.
Have
You wanna
your-
keep
have
all
your
of
bread
that.
trail of this thing is coming from these people to you, and that way as well. So like that way, if say a thing is not coming or hasn't shown up, it's a conversation of like, say your viewer who donated a bunch comes to you to go, you've already told them, hey, it's coming from here. Hey, it hasn't come yet. Oh, let me go check in on them, which is exactly sort of what happened. Doki did her best to, and I glanced. I didn't delve too hard. I just know the entire community came down on that drama tuber for writing her own doc. But generally, she did her best to try and keep on top of the charity. Not the charity. The folks making the
Crafters,
incentive.
yeah.
Yeah. Didn't work out.
Oh, by
Tried
the
to
way-
do her best for the donator, and I think she still did something for them.
Another thing when it comes to stuff like this, another good idea. If you have a conversation with somebody via VC or call, is to write either an email or a Discord message with them, whichever you also have a second communication with them as a confirmation. Like, hey, you know, I'm glad we got to talk about, you know, this, and this. You know, it was great, you know, so that way you create a paper trail.
Yeah.
Because sadly, a lot of people, especially the shady ones, would rather have a voice communication because it's a much easier to do.
They can also
And then there's
make
no
up what they
receipts
want.
unless you record it.
Oh, I never said that. I never did this. Also, even in good faith, if you're working with somebody you do get along with, that is not necessarily a, oh, I don't trust you, I want this email. No, it is also to help make sure communication is solid and smooth. Hey, let me verify what we talked about. Hey, here, I have a note.
absolutely.
If I forget tomorrow, or I don't know, I get in a car crash tomorrow, my brain's jostled. I don't remember a darn thing from our meeting 2 days ago, but we got a charity collab in a week. I'm not seriously hurt, so we can go, but I don't remember a thing. There you go. You've got your paper trail for yourself. So there's many reasons to do that as well. So it's not like you'll offend anyone by doing it.
Wow,
Yeah.
this
Or,
showed
for
ammo
instance,
box
you know, the chosen charity thing, what we were supposed to do this, by the way, back in like January. We all forgot. Paper trails,
Well,
everybody.
Did we?
Oh,
I
It's-
don't know.
no.
Don't worry. This one's no one to blame. This is all on us because we all forgot. But yes, it is every one of
But
those
again,
paper trails.
I
Going
think we're
starting a new
done
session.
with this.
Yeah, we're done. It's just it's.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
it's
inviting you
about
all. Wifey, I don't think you need
We
a
all
new
have
code.
to move
I need
out of it.
if it's invited, if it's like, is it set to friends or is it set to crossplay?
Crossplay should be.
So I might still need to. I might need to leave
You'll need
and
a new
rejoin
room.
Yeah, we'll
code
need to
for the
leave
new
co-op and then go to.
because it's.
And again,
4K.
you have to be careful because Liz was targeted because she supplied a supply. She funded a supply crate for
I might
Stack
need a
Up,
new,
which is
I might need a new
fairly,
code.
Okay.
which is not cheap to do.
Oh,
But
no.
the community came together, and so it got on somebody's radar. And so
Oh.
again, even when you're approached by a charity, you need to do your research. No matter how
try
good they
answering that one again,
appear,
Mikey.
always do your
What's up?
research.
Try entering that again, Wifey.
I already tried entering the code you had before. It didn't work.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it said unable to
Oh,
join
no.
host. You gotta make a new
Okay.
one every time, I think.
Let me go back to the main menu then.
Yeah, I
Special-
tried joining
Go
and
close the game out.
yeah, just go back to main menu.
Restart job.
No, not. Oh, are you in the? Which one are you on now? The
Thunderhawk.
Yep.
the Thunderhawk. You're not doing the other robot.
Not yet. Oh,
No,
come
that's
on.
the
Give me
that's
this
the
new
war.
code.
The Thunderhawk's the last one. It's huge.
I guess we can do the robot.
Let's do the robot
I
first.
I think the Titan's the coolest though.
Yeah, it's also a pain.
I
in the
think
butt.
John's the coolest, and he didn't pay me to say that.
No.
Well, oh, right. So the other thing, it's not just also because the other reason is the social optics of everything. Because very quickly, even if you are doing everything above board in good faith, if somebody's malicious or if they just don't understand, it is so easy and quick and even worth the clout for somebody to say you're not doing things the way you should be and you're a bad person, and they can profit off that. Hi, Celestial Paisley. Thank you for the follow, and thanks for the happy affiliate anniversary. That happened to me. It was for a GoFundMe for another streamer I work with, who we raised legal funds to tackle YouTube getting rid of their channel with their lovely AI moderation system.
Oh,
Everything above board. Everything above board. Couple drama channels came in, and this happened at about 4 a.m. People who the day before were covering and going, oh, this is such a terrible situation, and I do actually have to restart the game. It's being weird.
Yeah.
Unable to connect to host.
God damn it.
So the day before, we're looking at everything. Everyone's like, yeah, let's support this. This is terrible. That's awful that's happened. The next day, one of them is at like 4 a.m. trying to go, actually, no, YouTube said it was this reason. So they're lying. They're just pocketing the money. They're literally Keffels.
They're literally
I
what?
was not happy. If you've ever heard of the streamer Keffels, who is a example of pocketing the money and running, infamous for raising funds to fight a hate website, and then running with the money. Everyone else who is involved very much dislikes them. And I got compared to that. And I remember those days. I was so unhappy.
Oh, I'd be pissed about that.
I was pissed because I am like, no, you did not just call me. No. And the reason we got through it is we just happened to have said like, no, we can't take a day off. We have to pay attention and stay on social media, which sucks. We were exhausted. We're tired. Just dealt with, for them 4 years of work gone. And no, gotta stay up and stay on social media, and it was the right call, which is heartbreaking. We had to respond very, very quickly, because, yeah, they tried to come out swinging with, like, no, actually, you're misrepresenting this, and this is all a scam, you're pocketing the money, and it's like, no, not at any point. We had to sit down, basically formulate our counter-arguments to everything.
Oh god, you are huge.
We had to like do videos to counter those narratives. It was a whole thing. Sorry, I'm not being very concise. It's.
No, you're
I don't
fine.
remember. But
You're
yeah, we
kinda
had to
fine to be
deal with
vague.
all of social media, like a whole wing of people trying to say, no, you're just scammers. You're actually scamming us. Or no, not even that. you're scamming the people who are donating to you. They're not even people donating to us, of course. And it was
I
just
remember
nasty. Yeah, it was not fun. And to this day, and it's like I started a separate bank account just to hold those funds to get everything over, and I can't fully talk about it because it's not done yet because legal work. But that was awful.
Actually, that is another good segue when it comes to charity work. When doing charity work, find programs that will donate directly to charities. So using programs like Tiltify, like Donor Drive or something like that, instead of saying like, hey, let's do a subathon and I'll just donate everything. So that way you don't have to deal with that kind of headache. Or if you want to do something like that, you can be in addition to any, like you could just do that in secret, where you don't have to announce like any subs. I'll also donate. It's so that way you don't have to worry about that kind of headache. Because I've actually had that before, where I wanted to, like anything I made extra during that month, I was going to just donate it to charity. And then I can't remember what happened. But it became a headache afterwards. And I'm like, I'm just going to start doing all that in secret now.
Yeah, especially communicating what goes
I
where when
know.
you're splitting things
You
up.
can eat
it's
my ass.
rough.
Sorry.
Thankfully,
I got
none
angry.
of none of that was
also-
stream side for us, thankfully. But it was nasty on Twitter. Like we're dealing with multiple YouTube videos coming out about this. It was scary.
Yeah, I think I've never fallen under that kind of
That
allegations
was
before.
intense. But we had receipts. I still have receipts, and I didn't even play all of my cards either. I still have receipts I could use if like somebody, if any of them tried to argue any of that. Still, I still have other receipts. I didn't even say everything.
Hopefully, you never have to.
Hopefully not. But thankfully we got through that. But yeah, always save your receipts and be prepared to watch social media and be concise. If somebody tries something like that with you, be concise. Do not try to argue every single person. The more you argue everyone, the more
they can start picking apart your
more
argument.
the less concise you get, even genuinely, not through malicious intent, people will then start like trying to find logical fallacies where they use this word here, they use that word here, clearly we found them lying.
Also, the other thing when it comes to the internet and social media, this is something like a few classes I learned back. Hey, guess what? Everything you say, also, it's something I learned as a police officer. Everything you say can and will be used against you.
In a court of law.
In the court of
On
the internet.
On the internet.
Yeah.
Whether
Yeah.
it's true or
No
not
matter-
on the internet.
As they say, the court of public opinions.
Yeah. Everything
I am
you say
going-
can and will be used against you. No matter
going to-
what you say.
Whoa.
But also,
One of my favorite musicians has a song that ties into that, and it is, let me find the full title of the song. I want to get...
Is this the one with the market of free ideas?
Yep,
Is not
yep. I want this framed on my wall, engraved on something. The full title is... Oh, come on. Why is it not listing it? It's a long one.
It's extremely long. It's like 2 sentences.
I think it's 3.
Either way, it's so long that it gets shortened on everything.
Here we go. Ideas only spread because people like them. The free market of ideas is not a meritocracy. It's a set of unhealthy coping skills in corporate oligarchy. Wake up, man. Don't let the lies dim your light. Anyways, this one's the Black Box Warrior. 2024 edit. Will Wood. The point of that is that the merit of what you say does not matter on the internet. It has to be... Just because what you're saying is correct doesn't mean that translates. That's why conciseness, making yourself clear, sticking to your point. If someone's trying to come at you, they're like, oh, you're faking this or that, just be concise, stick to your point. Usually get you through. Don't have to argue with every single Tom, Dick, and Joe. It's
Tom,
it's a
Dick, and Larry.
tricky thing. Tom, Dick, and
That was
Larry.
Tom,
yeah.
Dick, and Harry.
It's both. It
One
depends
of
on what. One of them is one of those is the oh goodness, what was the cartoon? You know the one.
Tom and Jerry.
No.
Three Stooges?
No. The one with damn backslide.
Oh, the Dover Boys.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah. And yeah, a lot of that though. So like the big point is that you don't necessarily have all the time in the world to prove that what you're saying is meritable. You need to be able to keep yourself concise. Because you could probably be correct and prove you're correct with a 10-page book. Nobody's going to read that. You could be completely correct in that 10-page book. Nobody's going to read. If you can fit...
People aren't going to read your 280 character tweet. They're not going to read your 10-page book.
So if you're ever like accused of anything, have your receipts and keep them concise. Because you could post every receipt you've got, like dump, I don't know, every Discord log you've got, and 20 days worth of logs, nobody's going to read it. If you've got one, hey, here's the very clear line of words saying, this is what this is for, we're contesting this, and keep it in 360 characters or less, 260?
200.
There you go. And that's exactly what we did. We kept our counter arguments down to like 1-2 tweet character limit, maybe 3, and made everything concise. Referenced where we're saying, hey, yeah, that's what YouTube said. That's what we're contesting. No, this is not a scam.
Oh yeah, things definitely need our server lagging.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there's stuff I've cleaned and it's only just now starting to ping.
It's not letting me connect.
Oh no.
Oh,
no. Let me try
Yeah, it
inviting
keeps
you
timing out. That's what I've been doing this whole time, and it
I didn't
keeps
even
timing
realize.
Oh.
Yeah,
I was
it's
wondering if you were talking
timing me
about
out.
timing out. I thought you were something was timing out in on Twitch. I was
No.
like, I'm not seeing anything.
No. I timed out.
Try again. I just
Yeah,
sent you
let's
an
try
invite.
the invite. Let me cancel it here.
Yep. Now like.
Oh yeah, here's all the pings.
Yep,
Yeah.
here
Oh,
we go.
because it says that you're in,
There we
Damie.
go.
I am not.
It doesn't
yeah,
on
now
my
it's-
end.
It does on
Uh,
my end now. It didn't a few seconds ago.
Yeah, it didn't a few seconds ago either.
Did it let you join?
We're finding out.
Okay.
Anyway, bit of a
it's gotta
small
load
tangent.
the Titan.
Anyway, small tangent. I'm looking at this Titan that we're doing thing, and I realize it's probably a miniature or maybe a giant shirt that they sell. And all cast in gray, and I have to be like really like credit to people who can actually like put up with painting all this like kind of minute detail crap, because I would go insane.
I have a friend who actually has an entire knight army.
Oh good lord! Painted?
Actually, a buddy of ours who used to be on the stream team paints minis,
I
and I
mean,
was watching him,
usually-
and it's insane his attention to detail.
I mean, usually when they wash, that's usually like adding like a level of dirt and grime, not reverse wash. Not this is like a
Or shadow
reverse
wash.
wash.
You can shade wash.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
But usually they want the grime on there.
Is Damie in? Oh no,
No.
Damie's not in.
Nope. Oh,
His
shit.
name is gone now.
Yeah, it poofed.
Oh no. All. Okay, so after this we only have the Nighthawk, so I guess I'll restart the game one more time and get
Thunderhawk.
Elmi in here. Thunderhawk, yeah. The Nighthawk, the Night Elf Mohawk.
Trust me, I know the difference between a night elf mohawk and the fucking aerial destroyer, the flying land raider that the fucking that is a thunderhawk.
Again, like I said, though, you're missing a lot of the funny text that comes up when you get like the 20, 40, 60, 80% on here. Oh my goodness, the characters in this one are just so mean. And
Makes
it's like,
sense.
wow. It's like, wow, I don't really understand 40k, and it's like when people are telling me like, oh, I'm gonna like slaughter you or something if you don't clean my tank
the
and
Adeptus-
perfectly.
The
And, like-
Adeptus Mechanus are very literal people.
Oh no, it was
Basically
like a.
robots.
Yeah.
In this case, it was like a
Commissar.
general. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Oh,
He's
it's
like,
a commissar? Yeah, no,
Oh, for
commissars
the
are...
tank we were doing like just a bit ago,
Uh-huh.
his all his text was so like very very like angry and like
Yep.
if you don't like spotlessly clean this out, like send you out.
Hey,
And, like,
hey,
be
Damie,
slaughtered.
try going to Steam and going to the friends list
Mm-hmm.
and like right-clicking on Jade's name or my name or Ruby's,
Mm-hmm.
and then just do join game. See if that works.
I will do that.
You know, you recently changed our internet stuff up recently, because I know my internet's been having those weird hiccups where I like load a page and it immediately tells me it can't find the server, and then I refresh 2 times and it's like, oh, it worked now.
It was.
I'm starting to wonder, like, if we ever went back to play like Halo again, just as like an aside, like, was that gonna break again? Because I remember that being a pain in the butt.
Oh, that was...
That was awful, and then we fixed it, and now I'm sure if we try it again, it'll break again. I don't know what you changed recently.
I didn't change anything.
It's something.
swear.
Well, no, we were having. I think you were having it.
See, look how often narratives get started against me. See?
No.
Many
you know,
such cases. I'm just unlucky.
No, okay. So what happened was, I think. So we're me and Jade are on the same internet, and my computer usually takes priority when it comes to downloading things,
Let's try
and sucks
restart
up
this
all of his
game.
bandwidth.
Okay.
See if that doesn't.
See if
fix
it
it.
does it. It's at
It
96,
sucks
so it
up.
won't
It
be
sucks
much
up all their
longer.
bandwidth, and like it
Wait,
just-
we're at 9. I'm at 78.
Yeah, what
I'm
the
at
hell?
96.
I'm at
God, this
78.
DLC is buggy. Ruby, we might want to be rethinking a certain other thing.
You think? Oh yeah,
For
now a
next
bunch
week.
of stuff's starting to pop again.
Yeah, we're at 80.
Oh, no.
Now
no,
this
wait,
doesn't happen normally during the main game, but again,
Yeah,
they
It's the
have pointed
40K
out
pack.
that the 40k pack is a little bit.
40k
Wonk.
specifically. Okay.
It's the 40k
We'll have
specifically.
to-
I wonder if
is
it's because it's like so like detailed.
That's just poorly optimized.
Oh, okay.
Ruby, before we do anything else with Power Wash, I'll let you know how me and Wifey's next collab of it goes.
Oh, you're doing another
Because
collab?
I've never had an issue with
Eventually.
main game.
Well, I mean, we could
Collab.
always we could always just test like a level from one of the other packs.
But I want to
The-
finish the main hog. What?
The issue is that we actually need to beat the other packs to make it multiplayer.
I mean, I have them all beaten. So.
Oh, I was about
Oh,
to say
yeah.
I have a lot of the main game already.
And I
done.
think, I mean, I the only things I don't have done are the 2 new Muckingham files they released, the 5th one and the one they just released yesterday, and the Walton Drama pack. Everything
Oh,
else
yeah,
is
Wifey
done.
loves this game. She'll have everything unlocked.
I literally
Ah.
have every. I literally
yeah,
have
just so
everything.
you know, we don't. Damie and I don't have much of the DLCs.
We just
Okay.
have. I just have main game 40k.
Okay. We do main
Um,
game if we get the other one done and we want to keep going.
Yeah, don't stop on my account.
We're almost done with the Titan, and then I'll do a restart as well. Or we can switch over to other game, Wifey, and see what it does.
Well, yeah. It might be better if I'm the one hosting,
Could be.
because
Well,
again,
then
like I
that's
said, I have everything.
Actually, it makes me wonder if this is a P2P connection or if it's a
It's
server-based
gotta be-
connection.
I'm really curious myself. I don't think it's a server. This game just doesn't seem like a server game.
Yeah. For those who don't know what P2P is, it's player-to-player connection. It
Yeah,
means
it's the
that we
ki-
are
it's the
connecting directly to. Jeez, thanks.
I'm sorry. I do that.
I just got kicked off the gun.
Oh no!
Oh wait. Oh, I am sorry. I thought you said thank you because I interrupted you. I didn't.
No, you just fucking dropped me.
Oh, I don't think I did that. I don't think that was me.
No, did you just fall on the ground?
No, I've been running around.
That's probably Jade then.
Wait.
Can you knock people with the sprayer?
No, you
No,
can.
you
not,
can.
I can. I can do this
You
too.
have. You have
Well,
physics.
no. Yeah,
Yeah,
like someone was
collision.
pushing me around earlier.
You have
but, like,
collision.
Wait, was it me then? Did I do it and not even realize?
like,
If
I'm
did, I
pushing
don't
you.
remember by now.
Like I'm pushing at you, but you're not moving.
Wait,
so
this is
push at
yet
me.
another. This is yet another narrative.
Ooh,
This
hi,
is
Jimmy.
another narrative. Nice try. Nice try.
No. Like I'm
Nice
pushing
try.
I'm pushing up against you, and nothing. You're not moving. Try pushing up against me. I'm curious.
Oh, there is a desync for people.
I don't even know where you are. I don't see you.
I'm right in front of you.
Skillian,
Oh.
give me
Wait,
your
no, you're-
cornbread.
You're on the
Jade's
other side
on the
of
ground.
Yeah, I'm right in front of Jade.
No, you're up on the sword.
I'm
You're
not on the
you're
sword.
on the
No
chain.
one.
You're
Ruby's on the
chain.
sword.
I'm not on the sword.
You're on the chain sword with.
According
Nobody's
to
on the
this, you're on the sword.
No, I'm standing
Yeah.
back and watching everyone.
And I am looking at Ruby's
What?
stream.
Jade's on
Someone
the
is on the
chain sword.
Yeah,
And so
Ruby's
are
on the chain
you.
sword, and on my
No,
side, Ruby's on
alright.
the chain sword. I am sitting
Yeah.
on the ground, running around.
Yeah, no,
On my end,
I'm
no
on the
one is
ground
on the
looking
chain
at Ruby.
Oh my god, it's all.
Easy.
Everyone is completely wrong.
No one is on the chainsword. What is this? The
Ruby's
game is
on the
giving us
chainsword
all
now.
false narratives. Finally, I'm not the only one with false narratives. It's all of you now. Ha ha ha.
We're all wrong. Okay, what's your
False
percentage
narratives
at?
have become infectious.
What's your-
98%.
96%.
I have 96.
Okay.
Oh,
So I
this
think the
is
rest of us are stuck
buggy.
at 96, and yours is the host, so yours is the closest.
Oh, that's funny. I have turkey and
Oh.
pepperoni. Ooh, with Colby Jack and spicy. That sounds good.
Ooh,
Don't talk
that
about
does sound
food.
good.
Don't talk about food. What are you doing?
Oh god,
I haven't
no,
eaten
yeah,
all
I'm
day.
not ready for food yet.
Why have you not eaten yet, Jade? Or Ruby?
Because I woke up, immediately went into a meeting with Jade, and then did this.
I woke up, went to work, didn't feel good half the day, and then I had to yell at people. Well, I didn't actually yell at people. I just yelled.
Note to self: schedule Ruby's breakfast.
What did I
Although
eat today?
I will say,
I've eaten nothing but chocolate today. That's it.
I will say,
Why
I
would
did get some
I mean,
awesome
that's
news.
the breakfast of champions.
Oh,
Yeah, there's
My-
some Cadbury stuff that some poor sap decided to order off of Amazon and then never picked it up. So instead of throwing it out, well, okay, it's mine now.
Ruby,
so-
what's up?
Yum yum.
Nothing.
Oh, what were you saying?
My wife passed her bartending exam today.
Oh,
Oh,
heck yeah! Let's go,
congratulations.
Jen! Oh, let's go. That is awesome.
Oh yeah, can't I?
So what is her specialty drink?
No idea. I'll ask her when she gets home.
Because we all know
Well,
every bartender has a specialty drink.
Mine
Well,
is gin
just-
and
just
tonics.
gotta-
I'm good at making what I like to drink.
I'm
Tyler, she's
sure
gotta have
she's
it.
going to say Moscow Mule if that's the case.
Moscow Mule's another good one.
That's a
I
good
prefer
one.
the London.
Tell her she's got to have one ready for me when I come down. Actually, no, that comes off totally wrong. Never mind.
Do you like me?
I want a drink in hand when I come meet you.
Oh God, no, no! I do not want to be in trouble the moment I walk in the door. No, no. Tell her I would love if she wants to show off her
This is
bartending skills. That would
amazing.
be awesome.
Yes.
No,
We are
thank
gonna
you,
get
not.
Jade in trouble. So
No, not more false accusations.
All right, everyone,
you know-
we need to clip it.
Did you know
Ah.
that Jade licks puppies? Just
No,
all of that.
ew, what?
Yeah, it's
Oh
gross.
God.
Licking?
Careful! I'm a VTuber manager. We have a bad track record. People could believe stuff.
Yeah, VTuber managers
Oh, can we
get
talk
unnecessary
about-
hate.
Should we
Oh,
talk
we
about
get
that
so
too?
much.
If
Oh,
they're
no.
going to get a manager,
Mm.
a VTuber manager, it's a lot the same about picking charity. You want to make sure that
True.
they have a general idea of what they're doing, and more importantly, that they're capable of keeping you as your manager, helping to keep you on schedule, but you don't want to cross that line into where they engage in more controlling behavior, because that can be a little bit more difficult. And one thing that we have a problem with, sometimes I've heard of through IRT, is working with managers who immediately will assume that the talent that they're working for would not like this particular charity or do this particular thing. And I feel that it's very important for a manager to act as an intermediary, but always refer back to their client on what they would actually like to do.
Agreed.
And then once that is done, set it up. Make sure that your client shows up where they need to show up.
That's why Jade's the best damn manager I could have asked for.
Mhm.
And she'll go to
But
bat
it can
for you.
be because I've known somebody, and also that they stick to the revenue stream you are giving them, and they do not try to take a cut of, say that you have a blue Twitch or something, right? If they're not helping manage blue Twitch, which nobody needs help managing blue Twitch, it's
Blue Twitch?
important that you own a only ceiling fans.
Oh, Blue Twitch. Blue Twitch. Got
Blue
Oh.
Twitch.
it. Blue Twitch.
We call it Blue Twitch.
Actually, there are quite a few managers for that. Actually.
There are.
Oh my
there
good.
are
What they
for
do.
that. If you're
For look charities,
specifically
because-
doing that, but if your
Yeah.
manager is not managing that,
Mm-hmm.
do not. They only get a cut of the. Make sure your manager, a good manager, will only take a cut of the
Yeah.
revenue stream
help
that
me
they are
today.
a part of.
Mm.
And it's very clear to establish that early on. As we've had somebody that we know specifically deal with a very bad manager, who was trying to take a cut of all of their revenue streams. And yes, as Liz said, many managers will overlook charity because it doesn't make their client money. And that isn't the point of charity. The point of charity is to give back.
Man, that's just like, come on. I'm glad to have worked with other managers, and I myself am like charity? Oh no, heck yeah, that's awesome. Let's do it. Obviously, I work with Ruby, but even other talents, it's like, yeah, no, let's do it. Like, you want to do a charity? I'm supporting you. That's my job. My job is to
And
support you and your goals.
This is just me. This is just me. Okay, I'm only talking from my experience. I could be wrong. If necessary, fact check me, chat. But in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, if you have to engage in getting someone to show up for your charity for monetary value, do not anticipate that person will be very interested in your charity. Do not anticipate that they will put forth their full effort, because for them this just might be a paid appearance.
Yeah.
And I personally feel if that is necessary, you don't, no matter how much weight they might pull, it isn't something that you want to have to deal with. It's disingenuous. And one of the things that's important to be with charity is genuine, and have genuine people there, because the people that are donating will be able to tell that. It's like when chat can tell that you're having a bad day. They will know, and they will be able to catch on to the fact that this is a very disingenuous experience, and you will be less likely to generate the money that you're looking for your charity. And again, that's just my opinion.
You're right there. Some
I think
silver lining there
true
are.
Please continue.
There are a lot of managers out there, even in the VTubing scene, who has a terrible track record publicly because you don't see the good managers. Both Ruby and I were part of a charity for F cancer, working with Tiltify, organized by several other, a lot of VTubers and managers. And managers were given an entire part of the stream and called out as management, which was rare form. You don't see that often in the scene. And there were a lot of people I know, and there are a lot of good managers out there. You just don't see them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
that's because the great managers. The reason why you never hear about great managers is because
You don't
they're
need
doing
to.
their job.
They're doing their damn job.
They're doing their job.
Or Ruby
Yeah.
forces me onto the
Invisible.
stream to make me seen. Bleh.
Yeah, she deserves
never-
so much credit. It's insane.
It's like you never hear about the
well, I'm
planes
told.
that land, only the planes that crash.
Ooh, I like that.
That's actually a really good analogy.
Boy, we've been
I mean,
hearing a lot about that.
the only reason why you'd see me managing a lot of things is because I'm the face of what the Stack Up channel is. I
For
would.
now.
You're not wrong for now. Until
It's-
Danny or
we've got
Jax
this-
takes it over.
Until I just do nothing but really badass interviews. Like,
We
oh,
do.
it's that Sparky dude.
VTubing's got this weird thing where like a lot of people are under the presumption, oh, you've never done it, you can't be any good at managing that. Not necessarily how management works. I mean, it obviously gives you an edge and more experience, and it's one of the reasons I am more visible and trying to be more visible, is to get more experience, do more that I can build on. But the idea that it's
that's
a
just you,
rule is like, there's a lot of people who think, oh no, if like management in general, like, oh, if you've never had a YouTube channel above 10K, you can't manage that. You can't be a manager. Like, no,
That's not entirely true.
no.
I-
Like
That's
it's
just
like
numbers.
Yeah.
Really.
Personally,
it's
though, I
like
think
there's
that-
a
Sorry. I said personally, I think that just speaks to just you as a person. That's just the kind of person you are. You like to learn things. You like to try to get experience wherever you can because that's super useful.
I mean,
True.
there's also because I'm taking a manager's course right now. There's also just a bunch of different kinds of managers. There's people managers. There's
True.
number managers. For me, I know I'm a person manager. It's one I'm very good. I'm a very good people person, despite being very bad at in-person people.
Makes sense.
Thanks,
No, I
military.
get that. Yeah.
I am not a people person,
Yeah.
but I'm like a pseudo manager at this point because I'm the only one who has experience with a lot.
Yeah, a
Of
lot of people end up as just leads, unofficial managers in the workforce.
yeah, you don't get paid
Very
any extra,
common.
but you end up with more responsibility.
What do we have left?
I don't.
Reactor housing, reactor sink, reactor sink pipes.
We'll get you in here
Lower
soon,
leg
Tommy.
auxiliary position. Also, if you guys need to know where where dirt and grime is, it's either tab or it's the right D-pad button.
Yeah, it's tab. The problem is we're all at 90%, so it's
well, yeah, we're at 99.
at the point
and
where
it
it's
has-
microscopic. And,
My game is
But again-
glitched,
oh,
and I just jumped like 30 feet up in the air.
Why
Oh,
is
so
it
you're like how I tried to use the scaffold and then it wouldn't let me pick it up.
No.
yeah, I can't pick up the scaffold tonight. Oh, ping, 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 ping,
reactor
ping.
housing, reactor sink.
Chest plaque, or no, not chest plaque. Chest heavy stubber mount, chest heavy stubber barrel. The
Maybe
helmet.
we should just go to the next level.
Maybe
Yeah.
you should move on to the next level.
This one is especially a pain in the ass on
Yeah.
single player because there's just so many little small things. It's real hard to
Okay.
get weasel into.
I mean,
Then-
one thing I will appreciate: the attention to detail
Oh,
that they
yeah.
have for these.
a bunch of them just pinged together.
But holy cow, this is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I'm hoping when they do
okay.
Power Wash Sim 2,
Do
they don't
we-
include a 40k pack unless they're gonna make it easier.
Do we want to take it easier and go to a regular one, or do we want to finish off the Thunderhawk?
Finish off the Thunderhawk, you pussies.
Okay, if you're the one who got
that's the
kicked.
Let's yeah.
Nope.
Oh,
Hopefully I'll be able to join this
The
time.
game session
You-
was closed by the host.
all right.
You
let's,
host the Thunderhawk. Well,
I will.
oh no, everyone's already got me added, so I'll.
Well,
But
I'll
no,
no,
host
I'm,
it.
but I'm crossplay, so I can just make a code.
I was about to say your
Oh,
wife
you're right.
would
You're
just
right. Okay.
put in a code, and we would
good,
just have to
good,
do
good.
that.
Okay. You are correct.
Give it
Cool.
1 second. This one is a pain in tuchus.
Oh, you're all good. Don't worry.
No, I mean this map is a pain in the butt.
But by the way, those in chat, do any of you have any questions about charity?
Oh yeah.
Is there anything you all would like to know about any of these? Because we've all done a lot of charity work. I've been doing charity work since 2018.
Code is sent.
I'm a baby to charity.
Same. I mean, I've done some IRL charity stuff. Actually, honestly, one of the most memorable things I've ever done charity-wise was I just did my own trans-affirming clothing drive. I literally just asked some gals I knew had leftover clothing and it was going to Goodwill, like, hey, mind just bagging that up and I'll take it off your hands and deliver it for you. I'll have a little clean it, have a giveaway party for some folks I know, give away some clothes. If you're an actual organization, do not do it this way. You have a lot more logistics. That was a small key event. Between like 10, 20 people. You gotta have a lot more legal considerations, cleaning clothing,
Holy
all that kind of
fuck,
stuff.
It's huge.
But
Yeah, this one does
For-
like two sessions remain.
oh yeah.
Jesus balls. This thing is massive.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this one actually. Okay, everything is actually showing, so we might be
That is what she
Was it
said.
my
caught
computer?
up on everything.
Yeah, I gathered like I did do like two giveaway parties of clothes. I got a whole bunch of people a bunch of trans-affirming clothing. It was a really good time.
Hell yeah.
I'm
I
also
just
going to be
set out
honest.
to do
For
it.
those of you who don't know what the fuck that means, what is trans-affirming clothing? Explain more to me and Jack.
So somebody who is, say, male to female transitioning or wants to present
Mm-hmm.
femme, who has always grown up as a guy, they're
Yes.
gonna want girly clothes. They want dresses. They want skirts, bras.
Yes. These fun things.
Really
The
sure. It's not
accoutrements of
necessarily.
femininity.
Thighs, stuff like that.
Thigh highs, yes. Skinny jeans.
And so
and getting
this is
them
an
the
attempt
clothes
to
that I.
get
Mhm.
them those
Well,
things, right?
yes, the clothing that actually fits the gender identity they want. When you're trying to shift gears from having, you've worn guy
Oh.
clothes for 20 years.
We lost you. You decided to
I tried
leave.
to join. No, it kicked.
No,
It
it's
tried to join.
Bye, Brusky.
I wasn't in.
Oh, it said you were
I was
in.
just loading. Oh, I was just
Oh.
loading. I'm loading now. Unable to
Okay.
connect.
Oh, that's great.
Oh no, not again. It's your turn.
And
You're
this
the
time it's
My
your
turn
turn?
now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
This game. It might
Yeah,
be the what was it? The Thunderhawk might be too powerful for your PC,
No.
which is funny
Too much-
because my
too much
PC is not
meat.
as strong as yours.
But aren't you playing
So-
on my Xbox?
No, I'm on Game Pass, but I'm playing on my PC.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
by the way,
that's a cheapskate.
your Xbox PC Game Pass, one of the best subscriptions out there. At
really
the
is.
most reasonable price. If you
Really
are
is.
looking to just save money as a gamer.
If I consistently passed my Twitch payout, I would have it. All right,
Ruby,
so
clean the Thunderhawk for me on my behalf.
Liz Justice in chat says, "What's your advice for picking a charity?"
It says you're back now.
It's connecting.
What is our advice? Do intensive research
Yeah.
before landing.
The best advice, the quickest and best advice when it comes to picking a charity is check out their website. What is the first impression you see when the website? Do you see their donate button first, or how they can help first, or how they help first? Which is what do you see first? How you donate, or how you help, or how they can help? Which one? That will typically be your first impression.
No, I mean, it could be how do they help with examples. Like, for example, we work with SFAC, who does grassroots charity grants. The people they're getting resources to are not like people going to their website needing the resources. They are giving to small charities that don't have the time, energy, or know how to access the internet. But you get to their site, they've got an example. They've got examples for days. They've got an entire page dedicated to here's all the examples of the things we've donated to and all the programs we've given grants to.
Say it again.
Stream for a Cause. They have entire like
I
2
think I've done one
pages
for them before.
Oh, for real?
The
Yeah,
ghosts-
they have a like 1 page that gives you a good summary of like here's some highlights of charities we've worked with.
Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I'm talking about. I have the Stream for a Cause website pulled up. First thing I see: programs, volunteering, meet the team, merch, contact us, and small donate. It's not
Yes.
huge. It's not in the middle of the feckin' screen. Donate,
Yep.
donate. It is, hey, here are programs. Here's volunteering. Like, hey, streamers, meet the team, programs, like scrolling down. It's stuff like this. It's not donate. Those are the kind of websites you want to be careful of. Is we just want your money. Give us your money. Those are the kind of charities you really want to be careful of. For instance, let's go to another one. Let's go to Stack Up.
I'm glorious now.
Yeah,
John.
I'm looking at Stack Up now and noticing the same thing. What do I
Same
first
thing.
hit? Learn
About
more.
programs, how to help.
How to help.
You know, here's our heroes, here's our news, contact. You know, we have our shop. Donate. It's not huge. It's not extensive. Those are the kind of things you want to see in a 501c3. Like, again, if you scroll down, hey, they're CSC certified. They're through Charity Navigator. They're part of Great Nonprofit. They're part of Candid. You know, you can see their 10 or their 990s.
They
Those
run
are the kind of
multiple
things you want to
programs.
look at.
So, please continue.
You know, check out their socials. Are they putting their money where their mouth is? That is the other thing when choosing charity. Do extensive research when it comes to stuff like this.
I'm stuck with a ladder on my screen.
Oh God,
Oh, yep.
no.
You have the
Is there a
ladder.
ladder on their
Screen.
website? Is there a ladder
So-
stuck in the middle of their website?
Right. So I'm gonna bring it. I'm
Mhm.
gonna bring it down, right? Because we're talking about big shit, right?
Mhm.
Big old stinky charities, right? I'm gonna bring it down to your local level. Even at your local level, you need to be careful. Like, I did research for the fire department, and when the charity comes and they call and they're like, "You want to donate to firefighters?" One, I always say yes. Deep respect for firefighters, but you know, and sometimes they could use a little extra bucks. You know, especially if your city's full of douchebags, and so you want to know though. Because you can find that out too. Where is that going? Is it going to equipment? Is it going to? Because even local charities, you need to be.
We lost
careful
another
of.
one.
No, I
Lost
dropped
Ruby.
myself. Seeing
Oh.
seeing if leaving works.
Gets rid of the. So yes, even at your local level, you can get screwed.
Okay.
I told Johns recently.
Mhm.
Oh God, I see
I-
what Chris did send it to you.
Yeah. Yes, I found my new stack up PNG.
Beautiful.
Yes, Davey not flashbang. Let's go. So one of the things that, and I just recently got a call for Well, I always say no to the cops. I don't like cops. But I got a call
But you
for
like
vets.
me.
I like you. I do. So you're one of the good ones, Johns.
I mean, I'm not a cop anymore.
Exactly. That's why I like you.
Oh,
So,
no.
but I recently, ironically, got a call for vets. Would you like to donate to the veterans? Would you like to help the veterans? And I said, okay.
You still having issues
So-
connecting?
Yeah.
Do you have a website I
No,
can
you both
go
having
to?
issues?
Yeah.
All right, give me a sec.
Oh,
I'm gonna
no.
see if I pop out and start again. Maybe it'll.
Okay.
work.
So I
Go ahead,
said,
Tom.
do you have a website?
Let's see.
No, they don't have a website that I can check
Oh.
out. Do you have any information for me that you could send
Okay,
me?
I think I gotta do it this way. Damn it.
No, they
Just
had
restart
no
the entire
information.
session. That's fine.
Yeah, reset the game and boot it up again.
They had no information that they could send me. So then I asked, again, as John said, what's the return? Right? Do you know how much is going to the vet? And this was the warning sign I got. Well, it's very expensive for us to do this.
Oh my god.
That is a warning. Rather than
That's
telling
concerning.
me anything, because then I asked, well, what programs is this going for? Oh, we're just collecting money. If even at a local level, if the people who are collecting the money can't give you straight answers, one, they're trained improperly, and that's just on them. They're not going to get anything. Or two, this is going to be something where this information is withheld because it could be, for whatever reason, they don't know. It could be they do know, or the charity didn't inform them, or they're going through a third party. These are all the things that you need to, and this is even over the phone. So if you're going to
New
throw
code sent.
$5 or whatever, you still should, at a local level, be able to find out this information. And if this information can't be provided to you, more than likely what you're going to be dealing with is not something where your money is going to go exactly where you want it to go. So even at a local level, be careful. Because there are bad charities or charities that mean well that don't give the money as well as they could. And also the other thing, and I'm not going to name names, but there was a particular charity that we worked with that, let's say, had a bucket. And we don't work with that charity anymore because we don't really stand by what they believe, right? That's another thing you should be careful with, even when you're doing small donations. Make sure that the charity that you're working with aligns with what you believe morally. You will feel a lot better about yourself, and you will not be, because I was angry afterwards because I did charity work for them. I sat there, rang a bell. I was very upset afterwards. Yeah.
Once you said that, I was like, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah. So
that's a shame.
make sure that the charity you're working for aligns with what you feel personally. And if it is a charity of any worth, it will have information freely available. Again, even at a local level.
Let me.
It
Poppy?
says
me,
everyone's here, but I don't actually see anybody.
I'm
Downloading.
still downloading dirt.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. it's probably
I'm
because
downloading big old stinky clumps of dirt.
All right.
Also, hey Premiere, why don't you sponsor this man?
I don't know. I would love to be sponsored by Premier. I fucking drink your protein shakes way
He
too
drinks
much.
these protein shakes all the time.
God, I love Premier
all the time.
cafe lattes way too much.
Yeah.
I'd be on these things for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think it's probably also taking longer because
We cleaned
it's
some
not.
of it.
Yeah, because you clean some of it, so the game's got to be like, hey, I got to remember where you're doing
What did
this.
you not clean? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
And I was also in the middle of cleaning, so.
To caveat on what the first sergeant just said.
Mhm.
Get it? Military joke, everybody. All right. If you are looking for a nonprofit to
Mhm.
do a charity work for,
Yes.
a good starting point is a website called guess what? Great nonprofits.
I know this website.
Mhm. This is a great place because they hand out awards to nonprofits. This is a great place to start. Where you can look for specific causes for anti-hate, black lead, breast cancer, military, child youth, crime and law, cybersecurity, disabilities, gun control, ton of them. Great place to start if you really have no idea where to start. Right here.
Awesome. Is that
another one.
All US based?
Yes, this is US based.
Okay.
I'm not very good with international charities because charity laws are very, very
Very different.
Yeah.
That is I only have a better knowledge of specific 501c3s, where tax codes are very different throughout the entire world. My specialty comes from that. Another one where people can look at. Oh, I just heard that. As the game is loaded, I think I just heard someone's ladder.
Heard a ladder
Yeah,
come down.
someone picked up a ladder again.
Yeah, that's me.
Yep, you're holding it again.
Now I'm not, and I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
I can see Ruby's in.
Jade's in.
I'm in.
I'm 84%.
Jade also has a ladder.
Oh, yeah. Nope, I
Yes.
see. No, I see. Yeah, Jade has the ladder. Yeah.
There's 2 ladders on this map.
Okay.
There are 3, yeah.
There's like 3.
Oh,
So
yeah.
another good one to look at
There's 864 ladders on this.
is Charity Navigator.
Oh shit, I'm sorry if you guys hear thunder. It's severe
Oh.
storms. in
Oh,
my
no.
area.
Please name me. Charity
I will,
Navigator is
I will.
another great one to look at when it comes to trying to find a charity to work with. If you have no idea what you're if you have no idea who you want to find, those are 2 great initial points. And then from there, I would recommend, again, just doing further research to pinpoint what exactly you want to do. And then find the charity that you love. Like for me, I found my love with Stack Up.
Yep.
Um,
Strip for a cause here.
Yeah. Stack Up changed my life, and I'm raising money for them for the rest of my life now. Wait, I like how the ladder is just. Oh wait, okay, it disappeared now.
Oh, did you see the ghost of ladders?
I saw the ghost of the ladder.
Ghost of
I love
Ladders
my-
past.
I love the ladder.
Oh, wait,
ghost,
did you see
man.
the blue? I was
It's
used to the blue. I got the blue all the time for a bit. Like when Ruby picks one up, it was just blue.
Oh, that's
funny.
funny.
All the blue appears? Yeah. No, I love
Mhm.
the
I had
ladder.
4 ghost ladders.
This map also has a bonus feature, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
The wings go up,
Oh,
so you can help
Really?
keep clean under them a little easier. Yeah, some maps actually have interactive functions, so you can easily clean things, like doors that open and whatnot.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, some of the original ones did that.
Yeah.
What have you been up to, Scoots? How you doing? Oh yeah, I remember way back in the beginning of the stream, I was originally talking about one of the reasons why I started with Stack Up. Alive. Hey, you know what? Alive is kind of what we like.
Alive is good. Alive is good.
Alive is kind of the.
Sometimes you don't have to be a good cowboy. Sometimes being an alive cowboy is good enough.
What is that
House
from?
is too
that
quiet.
from?
I have no idea. Somebody told me that once.
Yeah. No, alive is the basic minimum that we all ask for. Because without that, well, we'd miss you.
Curious.
I once
Go ahead.
heard there's a wise Damianism. Right? This one's stuck with me. If you think it's bad today, try missing one, and you end up missing all of them.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah.
I
am. Oh, go ahead.
I'm at 87%.
What the hell?
22. What the?
I'm at
25.
22.
I think
That's
they
No, I'm at
25.
87% loading in.
Oh, God, you fucking scared me, Damien.
I was like, huh? How
Oh,
desynced is this? How
geez.
did you get so much percentage done that when I'm only at 25?
No, he's
Oh.
85% loading in.
Loaded. Yeah, no, I gathered that, but it's like, huh? That dirt is crazy. Maybe we should just like all wait for a second.
But no, like one of the reasons why I got so deep into Stack Up is because they're a charity that 100% put their money where their mouth is. Because, you know, again, when I talked about with military charities, I'm super skeptical because veterans and money, you know, we get it all the time because of disability. And people are always like, hey, free money.
And they see the dollar signs in their eyes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm always leery about it. So when I signed up for Stack Up's Air Assault program, which is where they send disabled veterans and service members to geek culture events, they flew me out to PAX West in 2018. And as I said before, you know, thanks post-traumatic stress, I'm great with people. I've never been to a convention because I cannot bring myself to be in front of that many people without, you know, absolutely shitting bricks. They helped me feel safe. Because, you know, a lot of them were prior military as well. So, you know, they understood what it's like. And then, you know, they made me felt safe, welcomed, and, you know, cared for. And that trip 100% changed my life. And made me, you know, want to help out. And here I am today as, you know, a volunteer staff where I get to herd cats for some unknown reason why they let me be in charge of our Twitch channel. I really have no idea why. But it's one of those. I did my research. I found Stack Up, and I was like, hey, I'll give it a shot. That's what I recommend for anyone who wants to do charity streams or wants to look into a charity because they need help. Do your research. Look into it. And also, if you need help through a charity, don't be afraid to ask. Everyone needs help at some point in their life. Don't be afraid. Don't think that, this is prominent in the military.
Balls,
There's always someone worse out there.
Close.
So close.
What was the percentage you were at before I kicked you?
Push.
87.
Stuck at 87.
Oh, God.
Let me see about trying again.
Need to tell that to my hubby.
I can't pull out my gun
There we go.
anymore.
Oh
Did
my
you
God,
pick up
this
the ladder
is
again?
breaking.
No.
It says someone picked up a ladder.
I can never get that message across to him. Yeah, that's the biggest problem in the military.
Oh,
There's
that's
someone else worse out there.
There's a ghost ladder over here. And
Great.
it's like half active. Like I can walk up it, but then I also face through it.
What
Wait,
the?
where's the ghost ladder?
It's over by where I'm standing. It's by the access dock. There's one that's like it's got a blue outline, but there's a real ladder inside of it, and I can climb it.
I see the two ladders like right next to each other on the left-hand side of the ship.
Maybe if I'm on the other side of the ship. I
I
might
see.
just be floating in space.
No,
According to other people.
Okay, see,
the ladder?
Ruby's in the rear of the ship.
No, I'm not.
You're cleaning the ass end of the ship right now for me.
That was
Same
a
here.
long-ass
I'm on-
time ago.
I'm on
Oh
top.
my god,
Hey,
there's...
take a look at my stream, Jade.
Hold on.
Uh,
Are you running right now, Ruby? Or are you
Oh,
moving?
there we go.
Yeah, you got the ladder again.
Now I have a ladder. Magic ladder.
That ladder is a
It's
ghost ladder for
majestic.
me. That
You
is
see the
a
ghost ladder now,
I see a ghost ladder.
and now it's gone. Yay. Yeah, the ghost ladder's gone now. Everything should be up to date on my end because I'm the host. But like, holy
Ruby, you
moly.
are like... Oh my god, you are like a 5-second delay behind? What the... This is
Oh,
wild.
it's more than a 5-second
that
delay
might also-
behind.
To be fair, that
I
might also be the
cannot
stream.
connect. I'm
Oh,
so
no.
glad that I'm not streaming this.
Oh my
I-
god.
That's part of the reason I was like wanting to get the game closed out again. Was like once everyone was like having issues getting in, I was like, Jade's streaming this, Ruby's streaming this, and I can't get in. It's like, maybe I should.
Oh,
fix
I
that.
gotta complain. Thank you for being so considerate, Lacey.
Well,
Hey, people want to be entertained. They want to watch the thing, and they're not going to get that looking at your menu.
maybe we should probably wrap this soonish.
Go to a different map. Or...
I was just going to say call it since it's been 3 hours.
Yeah, no,
Yes?
we're fine.
You and Ruby both need
yeah,
some food.
we-
Yeah,
we've been
We've
going for
covered
about
all our
3 hours.
we're
bases.
going. Remember, you weren't here right away when we were streaming. You were still at work, wifey.
Oh yeah, it was 2:30 when you started. I was
Yeah.
like, what the hell? You're
Yeah.
both streaming at the same time?
Uh-huh. Same
and you're
stream,
power watching
same
without
time.
me?
I know. I knew I was gonna catch shit for that. See, now you've been included, so it's fine. It's fine. I'm not in trouble. You
It's
were
okay.
included.
I'm still not
It,
cooking.
it just means Jade's just gonna have to make dinner tonight.
Oh no! I bought mac and cheese.
Yeah, I'm
Quick and
not
easy
making.
mac and cheese
I'm not
already.
making your mac and cheese
Ah.
cup. That's like you can make those yourself.
Aw, but I'm still
You-
sick.
I'm a little sick today too.
You can hear the hesitation that almost worked on her.
No, I said
I'm just-
I'm not feeling great today either. I don't want to do anything.
I'm just waiting for her to say, "Yeah, I'm sick too. I'm sick of your shit."
Fuck! Don't
No, and
teach her things.
In this case, I am actually not like feeling amazing.
I hope you feel better.
Yeah, I don't know what
I hope you
happened.
feel better.
I was like considering being like, should I go home? And then I was like, no.
Oh, jeez. I'll make you some.
But it
caramel.
got better pretty quickly. I'm like, I'm not feeling
sounds like it's
great,
time
but
for soup.
Mhm.
Alrighty.
Good soup.
I think I might
I
be worn
do
out.
have a question for everybody.
Who do we
Sure.
I mean,
Yeah,
everybody.
Any spent
Nope.
rounds before we
I have got. What is the first charity you ever worked with? I'll start. First thing I ever did, and what was it? Not just like what's the name? What did you do? It was the Red Cross during the Japan earthquakes, during the Fukushima earthquakes. Through my student council, we made buttons that a friend of mine I met at a con, who I'm still very good friends with today. They helped make some art for us, made some buttons, and we sold them at the school. And I think we've raised several $100s for the relief effort. That was high school student council. Yes, Jade was a member of the student council, just like in the animes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I am so lagged behind. I'm now just watching, even though I saw it on Ruby's stream. You're bringing the ladder to the tip of the ship.
Oh my god.
The ladder
Oh my
disappeared
God.
for me.
I am
Yeah.
that far behind.
I had
My
no idea the 40k
First
DLC
charity
was this.
was the
Mhm.
bucket
The only thing I knew
bastard.
was that it had some complaints because it's kind of greebly.
What was the what?
Mhm.
Was the what?
My
charity?
first charity was the bucket bastards.
The bucket.
Ice bucket challenge.
I refuse to say their name. I'm so pissed that I work for them. But if you
Oh,
ever see anybody
gotcha.
with a
Oh,
red
yeah.
bucket ringing a bell, that was me at one point in time.
Okay, yeah, that's. I'm sorry.
I'm
And then
so
I was
sorry.
very angry afterwards.
Um,
Oh, I bet.
I don't remember outside of content creation. I know I've done charity work in the past
Same.
before content creation, but outside or content creation wise, I think the first one I did was for the Alzheimer's Association. I want to say they were my first charity event, and I think we raised like $500 or like 250. It was like one of the two.
Cool.
Wifey, you got any?
I mean, I'm kind of the fifth wheel here in that sense, but I think the only thing I ever did was I donated to a few AGDQs once or twice.
Wait a minute. Wifey.
Huh?
You were part of the effort to raise for Boost, weren't you?
What do you mean? What?
Remember the Canadian charity? The one for victims of CSA.
Oh, I might have been. I
think you were.
I might have put $5 into that.
I think you did. Yeah. We we raised money, and this was when me and Wifey were still just online friends. We hadn't even met yet.
Well, we I think we might have met in person by that point, but like.
No, I was still down south, I think.
No, we met after you moved back up here.
No, we knew each
It
other.
happened to be
online.
like it was like very shortly after you moved back up here.
But anyways, we both ended up in the same online community where we raised a ton of money for a charity that helps CSA victims get the resources
yeah.
they need. That was a good one.
The first charity, well, I probably did some charity work with, my school or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember specifically what for. Probably Katrina or something like that. But in my adult life, the main one I did a lot of work for was an event put on by my old job where we would stream for 24/7. We would stream for 24 hours for a week straight. And we would keep switching off hosts, and, it was a whole thing. Unfortunately, kind of ate the company alive at the end, but
Aww.
There's a whole story. I'm not going to go into specifics because it's still an ongoing story, but,
That's unfortunate.
yeah. Jade, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I do.
You might have to fill me in after this.
I'll tell you. I'll tell everyone once we're off stream.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry, chat.
I'm not allowed. I'm literally not allowed to talk about it.
Hey, Ruby, we want to raid somebody and ask them as we join to answer the question.
Sure.
We could raid Audie.
I was going to say Ray, but Audie's good.
Ooh, so we've got Ray, we've got Tiff, we've got Audie. All of them are streaming.
Yeah, you pick a name. We'll all do a triple raid.
There's like 800 rays
I'll
on
follow you
the
in
internet,
Ruby.
so I have no. There's like 800 rays on the
Okay.
internet.
We'll do Audie. I very rarely stream. I very rarely get a chance to raid. So
Do me a favor and
be a
put
little
the name in
Ooh,
chat.
sure. I got you. This is Odyssey.
Just wait until you get to the end and spend 30 minutes trying. Oh, you're not wrong. Not wrong at all.
Alrighty.
Oh, thank you all for this. This was a good time. This was a good time. Chat, I hope you learned some stuff amongst our yapping and technical difficulties.
Alrighty. Thank you all for
Yep.
joining us.
Day.
We hope you actually learned something cool.
Yep.
And
Choose
I hope
wisely.
Jade streams more often because I would
Choose
like to
safely.
play more dumb games with her.
Yep.
I'll try my
And-
best.
I have my raid starting. Slowly.
I've got mine starting. Thank you all. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
I've got everybody ready to go.
Yep.
Ruby, you want to count us down?
Sure. 5, 4,